What's up, everybody? Friday fun day coming at you here on WPIG 1651. What a day, what a day, what a day. Planned for you today. And I shall speak on that day right now. And it shall consist of oh, Snood's still there. Get out of here, Snood. We have a legendary block of clips lined up for you here, all about WWE Champions. After we get through that, we'll get the tunes rolling for you. And then, that being said, needs to unpack and unwind and unzip on what a week we've had here. A lot of things to talk about. Things like Null interview, things like the Keemstar interview. That probably won't take long. Then we have, of course, yesterday's legal side Phil coming at you here. And lots of things to get to. And I'm sure you know what to look forward to. Big ups, everybody, for being here today. So I do want to say big ups to The Abyss, who says, fellow Synthwave fan, big ups, sir. Actually, here's the thing. I used to be somewhat of a Synthwave fan, like more background music kind of thing. And then the idea of this channel kind of came up, how we're going to brand it and stuff. And then what music fits that's still interesting, and Synthwave was kind of it. So, like, my Synthwave listening consists of the intro to this show, kind of. You know what I mean? I do like it. I'm not saying anything negative about it. When I hear a hype song, I want to hear it. But whenever I listen to Synthwave now, it's like, will this work as an intro? Let's hear. It's like, all the fun is gone. But big ups to The Abyss. My favorite Synthwave, though, is, September 87, I believe. September 87, is that the name? Yes, it is. They are my favorite. They are definitely my favorite. They have the best songs, best vibe. September 87 is the best. The only reason I don't use those is because copyright. That's it. I would if I could. Robert Williams in the house is part 1, but I've heard he's never played the game, except for that one time and the other time and then the other time. Excited for stream. Big ups, Robert Williams. Yeah, we never played WWE Champions. I hope you know that. And I hope you're going to learn that today, how little we play the game, actually. Big ups to the one, the only, the Bradburnian, who says, this has been the wildest week since Side Scrollers, and I agree with you. And, you know, the thing is, it might continue, because on Monday, as you've all heard by now, there is a little documentary that's going to be dropped, made by someone known as June the King, an actual king. And that could be put everything right on its head again, right? So this is quite the era we're in right now, and it is very enjoyable for all of us. But let's get into it. Enough nonsense. That's bullshitting. I do want to say, before we start, just for what we're going to be playing here is clips. What I mean by that is clips of someone talking. None of these clips you shall see are doctored in any way. Nothing shall be taken out of context. I shall play clips of someone talking about a topic, and then I shall also comment on said topic. Sound good? Let's go. I want to make sure nothing is taken out of context. That's why I call this the full context, so everyone can get the full context of a topic, because I know that's very important. You do want the full context to make it extra meaningful, okay? So that's all we're going to do today. And as you can see, this is part 1 because there is too much. So this will be part 1. And next Friday, or next Thursday or Friday, whatever day off is, we shall do part 2, okay? Because this is a big topic. I do want to say, again, shout-outs to the WPIG slob, officially a slob, Cerulean86, who is putting these together. And I do pay him, even though he didn't ask for it, didn't want it. I said I have to. I'm not going to be Philip Burnell. So big ups to Cerulean86, who I pay too little for this. But that's what makes it so I like it, because I don't see all the clips. Like before, when I was doing this all myself, I didn't know. I knew everything was going to come. Of course, I would find it, and then I would find a clip and stop it, and then react to the rest. But now I don't know anything that's put on. We talk about the topics, he puts it together, and it's a fresh experience for everybody, which I think is better. So big ups to Cerulean86 in the house for this one. All right? Enough preamble. Let's get into it, okay? So our story starts today in a legendary Electric Arts press conference, which was in 2017. Let's fucking go. Come on. Oh, gotta turn on the mic. Here we go. Gotta turn on your mic, DSP. Okay, here we go.
To which, if you're a common viewer, all right, and you are just watching this press conference, and you're like, he just said he spent $1,000 on a single video game. Mm-hmm. What a way to sell the game, to basically say that it's a fucking money sink. And if you play this game, you're going to get addicted and keep spending ridiculous amounts of money on a fucking mobile game.
Oh.
$1,000 for a mobile game.
Oh.
And he actually admitted this.
Oh.
Like, what the did they not practice at all for this press conference and just go out there and say whatever the fuck you want? We don't really care. We're EA.
So let's pretend like we're not, it's not insane that we know he spent that much money. It's a press conference. They're trying to show you how cool the game is. It's not negative to say your game is addictive, dude. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. My game, I just released a game. It is the most addictive game of all time. That's not a negative, you know what I'm saying? So that take in itself is crazy. And then when you add into the fact that he's already spent hundreds, if not thousands, on Supercard. Of course, there's no numbers on that. We just know the time sink, which he admitted to, which was, once again, 80 hours in 2 weeks from Philip's own mouth. You can check out the Supercard episode if you haven't seen it yet for the proof on that, the receipts on that. But, again, here we go.
Rolling in fucking dough anyway. Like, if anything...
Oh, we got a raid. Iviga raid. All right, guys. You know what time it is. The game we play on WPIG is Find the Rambo. We'll push a button, and you'll see a lot of people running from the right to left. Look, they're coming right now for you, Philip. Watch out, Philip. They're coming. Find the John Rambo. Come on. Find the Rambo. Oh, shit. They're coming. Watch out, Philip. Watch out. Holy shit. Oh! Find the Rambo is the job. Where is he? Where is he? I think it was the easy one. I did find him, and that was the easy one.
Get off. It's like cranking your knob, just a little beyond the breaking point.
Holy shit, the Abyss. Big ups, dude. Keep fighting the good fight, brother. The detractors are way more meaningful than the guy could ever be. King of the Ring itself is proof of that. Big ups, the Abyss. That's very meaningful. And you got the boss himself, Lugo, up there, too. So you got a great pull as well. I'm happy about that. Big ups, the Abyss. All right, let's get back to it.
That would actually deter me from playing the mobile game, knowing that this guy sunk $1,000 in the fucking game. He plays it every day and he can't stop playing.
Most people with a modicum of self-control would not worry about that, but okay.
So then, all right, basically they cut back to the main stage, and the guy who was kind of the presenter was like, well, that was, thanks for...
Okay, that's it about the mobile shit. We've seen that before, and we watched the press conference on this show before, and it was very funny. So, as you can see here, by this wiki here, WWE Champions was released on January 26th, 2017, all right? That is the day and the time that this legendary game that you have to play, obviously, you can't not play it. I mean, it's awesome. So that is when this game was released for our timeline purposes. And it's important to remember that because as this goes, the story starts January 26th, 2017. And very, very fun game. It's professional wrestling. Let's read the marketing materials. It's a professional wrestling, fast-paced puzzle role-playing mobile game based on World Wrestling Entertainment for iPhone and Android. There we go. So it is a fast-paced puzzle role-playing game, and if you don't want to play it by the sound of that, I don't know what's wrong with you. It does sound super fun. All right, so let's get into it. So as you can see, we heard Philip's thoughts on mobile games. At least his thoughts pretending Supercard doesn't exist, which he already sunk a lot of time in. Now, a scant 16 days later, WWE Champions is released. So, when will we get our first mention of WWE Champions after that date? Well, that comes very shortly in May of that same year. Here we go.
Partner networks and stuff like that, and then we're going to have a Q&A segment. So we still got a lot more to come on the show, all right? I know it's almost time for a break. Okay. Let's talk WWE, folks. I haven't talked about pro wrestling in a long time, all right? Oh, actually, hold on, because I just got a tip.
Oh, cool.
I just got a $1 tip from Jay Walker. He says, I think that the problem with episodic games is that each season is treated as a full game cut up. Do you think that IO can save Hitman by making it free to play with so many free updates to motivate the gamer to play it all the time? There's no way that Hitman will survive free to play. There's no way.
Okay.
Because Ultimately, when you do free-to-play games, you have to have a formula that addicts the player to spend a lot of money. I know this for
a formula that addicts the player. That sounds very strange, but is that correct? Marijuana, not marijuana. Let's say a different. Cocaine addicts the user. Is that possible? Sounds weird, but all right, it's
games,
fine.
You have to have a formula that addicts the player
to
spend a lot of money. I know this for a fact because the games that I play on mobile phone, all right, are all free-to-play games. They're all free downloads, but the only real way that you can get logical progression in the game or any kind of true advancement is if you spend money. Okay? That's how free-to-play games work. How are you going to do it? You can only play Hitman for 10 minutes at a time until you have to wait for the game meter to recharge, but if you spend money, you can keep playing it. You know what I mean? You can't get any items or anything. You can play Hitman, but you have no hands. If you spend $5, you can unlock hands for an hour, you know? It wouldn't work. You couldn't do a free-to-play model with a game like Hitman. They would have to completely redesign the game from the ground up, and that's not going to happen.
Okay, well, there you go. He's very familiar with how free-to-play games work, and you just said, I play them as well. So there you go.
Okay.
I'm very familiar with mobile game. The free mobile games I play, that's how they work, okay? So we are playing mobile games, which at this point is not even a big deal. We're very open and honest. We are playing mobile games. There we go.
Appreciate that.
Oh, my God. This fan art. I mean, this is legitimately a third grader. A third grader's fan art. I mean, come on. I mean, that's what this is. It's a third grader.
So, checking all this stuff, and I realized...
This is too, but, I mean, this is a third grader found Photoshop.
Oh, yeah, I play this mobile game called Dokkan Battle. It's a Dragon Ball Z
Battle. Cool.
video game, or mobile game on my phone. And they were updating last night to have a new event, but the update ended up going into extended maintenance, unplanned maintenance, and never really finished overnight. Apparently, they even did more maintenance this morning, and I guess they had planned to have maintenance up to noon, my time. But
You've seen that? Holy shit! You know about these updates? He's got hour-by-hour tracking of these updates of a mobile game.
Didn't know that. They have maintenance up to noon, my time, but I didn't know that because I was asleep. And when I woke up, the first thing I did, all right, let me check this.
Whoa! The king wakes up at noon. Confirmed.
All my other stuff. Let me check out this game and see if it updated. And I got in, which I guess a lot of people were trying to get in. They couldn't get into the game, and I got in. I guess because the maintenance had just finished or whatever. So there's a new event. And the way it works in the game is to get new cards or new fighters or whatever you want to call them.
Cool.
You have to go to what's called a banner. And then you spend dragon stones, which you can either earn in-game by just playing it, or obviously you could buy them, which is how these games make money. And use these stones to do a summon. So you do a multi-summon of characters and see what happens.
Cool.
So I said, okay, let me give it a shot. So I did one multi-summon.
Nice.
With the stones that I had earned by playing the game, and I got like nothing. I'm like, all right, well. I guess. Playing the game, and I got like nothing. I'm like, all right, well.
That might be one of the longest we've heard here.
I guess that's it.
That had some legs. That had some serious duration on that one.
You know, I still have a lot more stones. It's probably going to be one of those events where they tease you and they try to pretend like you're going to get the card right away.
Yeah, the build-up was the funniest part. Well, let's hear it one more time. I apologize.
It's probably going to be one of those events. I guess that's it. You know, but, you know, I still have a lot more stones. It's probably going to be one of those events where they tease you and they try to pretend. You know, I still have a lot more.
Right.
With the stones that I had earned by playing the game, and I got like nothing. Like,
it's worth it.
All right,
Promise.
Well. I guess that's it. You know, like, I'm like, all right, well. I guess that's it.
All right, well.
But, you know, I still have a lot more stones. It's probably going to be one of those events where they tease you and they try to pretend like you're going to get the...
Oh, we got the rare balloons. Come here, honey.
Get me the fuck out of here. This guy's annoying as shit.
I want to fuck you right here.
Fuck this guy. He's a piece of shit.
That's a 1 in 100 shot right there. Big ups, whoever got that.
Card right away, or the new character right away. But you end up summoning, spending all of your current in-game currency, and you get jack shit. And then, of course, you're tempted to spend real-life money, which I can't do anymore. I certainly don't have the luxury of spending real-life money on mobile games anymore. Never again. You know, in the past, years ago, maybe there were a few that I did. No more. That shit is a thing of the past for me. My money goes towards paying my goddamn bills.
Okay, you heard it here first.
So, I said, okay, I'll do, I'll do a few more. I had a lot more stones.
Oh, of course, I had a lot more stones.
So I said, I'll go ahead and I'll try. And I did a second summon. On my second summon, all right, it's a 10-character summon.
Oh, cool.
I got 8 out of 10 characters were considered top-level cards, top-level, characters in the game. 2 of them were the new characters. So not only did I get the new overpowered character, I got a duplicate, which then allows me to even increase his power even more.
Okay.
So I'm staring at this screen, I'm like, holy shit, like, this 8 out of 10. This is the best I've ever done in any video game ever. Like, any game I've ever had this formula where you do summons or...
Brother, did you hear that? He just compared getting a pull as I've never done better in a video game. Like, it's a skill thing. You hear that? Let me go that again. He thinks it's like a skill thing.
I've ever done in... Holy shit, like, this 8 out of 10. This is the best I've ever done in any video game ever. Like, any game I've ever had this formula where you do summons or pulls or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Overwatch, right, has the same system.
The best I've ever done.
System. Any of that, any of that shit. Never have I had an 8 out of 10 success rate. Ever. Like, this is unheard of. Typically, you get, like, 1 or 2 if you even get anything. So I was like, holy shit. I took a screenshot and I put it up on Twitter with the hashtag Dokkan Battle, and just by chance, because a lot of people were trying to play the game, but it was still in maintenance for a lot of people, and they weren't aware that it had come out of maintenance.
He's so proud.
They all were searching for the Dokkan Battle hashtag. They saw my tweet, and because I'm a verified tweeter, they were like, oh, this may be someone important. They looked, and they all looked at the picture, and they said, holy shit. Within 15 minutes, I got over like 100 likes, tons of retweets, replies, like ridiculous. And the tweet's still going crazy right now. A lot of people are pretty pissed because I guess a lot of people are trying to get this new character and they're having no luck whatsoever.
All right, hold on. Let's unpack this. So we start out by saying I'm not spending any more money. Amazingly, we're using our stones we've earned from playing the game, but then yet we have more stones left over to do another multi-pull, of course. I mean, no money was spent. I'm sure about that, right? Then we get an 8 out of 10, which is the best I've ever done in a video game. So I go to Twitter, and I posted on Twitter, and people saw I'm a verified tweeter and thought I was a big deal. So then they're going crazy. And the tweet is still going crazy right now. Just want to let you know.
Listen, that's the best I'm ever going to do. That's the best I'm ever going to get in any video game.
Oh my god! That's the best I'm ever going to do in any video game?
Seriously. I never would expect 8 out of 10 getting rare good stuff in any kind of a pull or a summon in any video game ever in my entire life.
This is so weird.
Yeah, it was pretty wild, and the tweet, like I said, people are still, responding to the tweet, but it's hilarious, of course, because some people, that's fake, because I guess the official way to do a screen capture for a summon in Dokkan Battle is that you're supposed to include your gamer tag and your level and all that, and I didn't do that because I don't know. I play the game, but I don't participate in the YouTube community for Dokkan Battle, and I don't do any social media stuff all the time for the game like a lot of people do. So I don't know what the criteria are for doing the proper screen grab or whatever.
So you didn't even screen grab correctly, but you peaked in life.
So it's pretty funny that people are it's not you. You're a liar. I have the whole screen grab. I can put it up later. People are really later today are still harping on this and saying that I faked it. Not that I give a shit. I don't do any content, right? I don't stream. I don't record my mobile game stuff. And not to say that's not an untapped market, because I do believe it is. I do believe there is a viewing audience out there for these games. Okay? But sadly, I hate to say it, these games are a money pit. They are a sinkhole. And what I'm afraid would happen
Okay, so all the flickering is on DSP's slideshow, by the way. It's really annoying, but every time it flickers to a new slide, it does a flicker for a second. Watch, here it comes.
These games are a money pit. They are a
Ready?
sinkhole.
Fing. That was
And
it.
what I'm afraid...
I'm going to try to get it here. I know this is a waste of time, but come on, you know me. I got to do this waste of time. What flickers there for a second?
Sadly, I hate to say it, these games are a money pit. They are...
Here it comes.
Sinkhole.
There it was. What is that flicker? Oh, it just... Oh, okay. Yeah, see? It flickers. It's one frame. One frame slideshow glitch. So it goes to the full frame, puts it back here, and then goes back here. Very odd. It happens on every Switch here.
Sinkhole. And what I'm afraid would happen, let's say, for example, that Dokkan Battle, every time there's a new event, I would record and stream myself pulling and summoning and maybe playing the new events. I would honestly be tempted to spend money. I would. Because I'd be like, gee, if I invest money in this game, I can make more videos and I can make more money for the business. And that's the slippery slope.
Oh, that's a slippery slope we're on right now. We have the skis on right now on that slippery slope in modern day. Wow.
It really is the slippery slope.
Yeah, it is slippery.
Because,
let me tell you. Yeah.
You start spending money on these games, next thing you know, you can't stop. Oh,
Bankruptcy?
Man, one more summon. Just one more and I could get that card. Man, just one more and I could get it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do that, you know. But...
Right. Oh, I got this back, so we have this back in the rotation. I don't know where it went, but we do have the X to Gout back in the house, and I'm pushing it.
You know, it is what it is.
Okay, yes.
I enjoy playing the games as long as they're free. I am a free player. Like I said,
right.
in the past, years ago.
Oh, years ago.
There were a few mobile games that I did actually spend money on, and I regret it. I actually regret the money that I spent on those games because it's just basically pissing the money away. Who gives a shit that you spent money on a fucking mobile game, right? And again, it's not like I'm making YouTube videos of this stuff and touting it and making money on it for the business. I'm not. It's just silly shit. That's time waster stuff. I've talked many times about mobile games and how they're just time wasters.
Yes.
So
we've played those.
Yeah, that's kind of the fun thing that happened this morning with Dokkan Battle and me on Twitter. That's why I have a tweet that's blowing up right now. People are still retweeting it and everything. That's what's going on with that.
You may have noticed I'm going viral. It's because of my Dokkan Battle pulls.
Okay.
You might see me on CNN later today. I might be on Fox News. I'm doing the rounds.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the other thing. That's going on this morning.
What's the other thing?
It's this afternoon now. By the way, this is not brand new news, but it just came to light in the public eye. Apparently, some people already knew about this, but it just came to light because I guess there's a lawsuit that was publicly filed, and now you can actually read it online.
Oh, it's about YouTube. Fuck that. All right, next we're gonna go 3 weeks later from this video.
You know. All right. Dark Nightmare.
Yeah.
Asks me, what can I give a brief review of each mobile game that I play, and in what order do I like each one?
Please. Yes.
I currently jump between 4 mobile games.
Hey.
When I play mobile games. Okay.
Cool.
I play Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
Definitely gotta play that one.
Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Oh, you gotta play that one. I mean, if you don't play that, you are losing. I mean, come on.
I play a Marvel video game called Marvel Future Fight.
Gotta play that. I mean, who among us isn't playing that daily?
And I play a game called WWE Champions, which, of all things, if you can believe it, is a WWE game that plays like Candy Crush. It's basically just moving gems around and breaking colored gems, all right?
Oh, that sounds pretty dumb. I mean, I wouldn't play that one. All the rest sound pretty hype, but this one sounds pretty dumb. I mean, you wouldn't play that one, right? If you could believe it.
So,
yeah, please rate them.
What are they all? Dokkan Battle is a combat-based game where you collect different Dragon Ball fighters from all the different shows. You know, Dragon Ball Z, and all the different eras of that. Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, all different, every version of every Saiyan and every boss and enemy they've ever fought is in the game. And you play through stages, combat stages where you pit them against enemies. Then they have special events where you can get higher level cards if you pass a certain event, or if you earn these things called dragon stones that are the in-game currency.
Like, okay, I know we make fun of Philip for not knowing anything about games, right? But he knows about mobile games. He is a pro of mobile games. Listen to this. He doesn't know fuck about Street Fighter, but holy shit, he knows about mobile games. This guy's an expert. He's put in his 10,000 hours on this one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we do have the tweet. Remember the tweet we were referencing? Here we go. Here's the tweet. Since many of you were accusing me of photoshopping earlier, here's the full pic of my best ever Dokkan multi-summon. It's legit. Suck on that, losers. Yeah, look at this. Holy shit, man. 8 out of 10? You can retire with this. Awesome. What? 8 SSR? This isn't fair. Fucking RNG. Awesome. Incredible. I mean, that is... No one can take this away from him. None of us. You can make fun of Philip for a lot of things, but not this. Cope and seed, detractors. Let's go.
And those allow you to do summons to get new characters, and you can buy them or you can just earn them by just playing through doing certain events and stuff. The game's pretty good. It's got a lot of variety in it, meaning it's not just one kind of thing. Like, there's tournaments where you play against other people's teams. Ooh. There's games where you just play against just the CPU. Then there's special events where you fight bosses and stuff.
Dude, so he could write the wiki for this game.
If you make fun of any stream chatter, Derek or otherwise, you're a fucking loser.
He could write the wiki. It's incredible. Big up some gators. As big ups all this. This all is digging at a lack of morals one way or another. How do you feel knowing he plays this when it could go to the house, Jasper Cat, and still says he is Mr. Morals in interviews? Yep. That's why we're doing it. That's why we're covering it, because it is incredible.
Pretty nice. I do like the game.
Big ups, man.
But... like all mobile games, it's basically pay to win. The more you pay, the higher chance you have you're going to get the better cards or whatever.
They
You'll
do
have
want
the better
money.
team, etc. All right, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is an interesting game.
Yeah, let me hear about this.
It's kind of the same premise as Dokkan Battle in a lot of ways. The difference is instead of like combat, it's RPG combat. So turn-based Final Fantasy-like combat. It's like playing the classic 2D Final Fantasy games.
Okay.
And this game, much like Dokkan Battle, has all the characters from all Final Fantasy 1 through 15, plus other spin-off games in the Final Fantasy series. All those characters are in the game, and every once in a while they add new characters and original characters that can be on your team, and you summon, you train, they level them up, they gain new abilities, much like in Final Fantasy. And again, just like Dokkan Battle, there's matches where you can fight other people's teams, you can fight against big bosses and challenges, you can do special the difference here is that this game actually has a story. The Final Fantasy Brave Exvius actually has an RPG story in it.
Whoa.
Plus, it has all the other things that you would expect in a mobile game in it as well. All right. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters.
This is from a Meerkat song. This clip right here.
All right. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc.
Starting to get the hint. Starting to get the hint about how this all works.
Marvel Future Fight.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear about this too.
Actually, is basically a game that plays like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I don't know how many of you played Marvel Ultimate Alliance back in
I have absolutely no idea what that means, but okay, keep going.
the day. Really good console game. From like early to mid kind of Xbox 360, PS3 generation.
I don't know that one.
You assemble a team of Marvel heroes, three of them, that go out and fight in different scenarios. Maybe you're just killing generic enemies on the street like in Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Maybe there's a boss you have to fight.
Okay.
Maybe there's a epic level event. Again, similar to the other games, they almost follow the same formula, only the combat there isn't turn-based or anything. It's actually active combat where you can control where your character goes and activate abilities on the fly, just like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. So it really is kind of the evolution of that game. That's where it went to a mobile version. But again, pay to win. Yes, you can earn in-game currency, whatever, but if you pay money to get the new characters or whatever, you're going to excel versus anyone else.
Now, we'll never know, but you can bet your sweet ass he spent money on all these. You know what I'm saying? Just use your brain a second. He talks about mobile games with more gleam in his eye than Street Fighter 2. You know what I'm saying? It's incredible. He is on fire right now. He is like the promotion guy for these games. And he's saying they're all the same. But we're still playing 4 of them. Yeah, they're all the same. But then why do you need 4? I just can't. I can't imagine.
Money to get the new characters or whatever, you're going to excel versus anyone else. And then, by far, the worst game that I play is WWE Champions. This game.
Please repeat that, if you don't mind. Just want to repeat that one more time. Some people didn't hear it.
And by far, the worst game that I play is WWE Champions. This game is basically just a time waster for me because I watch WWE. So a lot of the times when I'm watching wrestling, I'll open up the game and play it.
Oh my god, dude! You want the full experience. So I want Sweaty Man on the TV. All right. I want Sweaty Man on the phone. I want Sweaty Man PJ pants on. I want my Sweaty Man mug. What else can we put on, you know? I got my Hulk Hogan boa on. I mean, that is maxing. Holy shit.
Because I watch WWE, so a lot of the times when I'm watching wrestling, I'll open up the game and play it. It sucks. The game is actually one of the most unfair games I've ever played. Here's why.
Okay, well, that's the one you want to play. Obviously, I do. If it's the most unfair WWE Dino Nuggets. Yeah. Well, if it's the worst game, the most unfair game, that's the one you want to focus in on. That's my motto in my life. The worst stuff requires the most time. That's where I want to spend my most time in. Like, I got Steam, and I got like 1,000 games on my Steam library or whatever. And the worst ones I spend the most time with. Obviously, I think we all do. Fun games, who wants that? Fun games that don't require you to sink money into them, who wants those? I mean, come on.
When you play a game like Candy Crush or all those, you have a screen full of tokens and you have to move them around to match up. It breaks a row or whatever, and then the tokens fall. This game actually actively cheats all the time. And what I mean by that, you'll be fighting an opponent. Okay, well, your character, for example, will use different colored gems to earn combos. Okay. So maybe your character uses green and black gems. Okay. Well, guess what? You'll play a match, no green and black gems whatsoever on the fucking screen at all. Oh, but the computer opponent you're facing uses red and yellow, and the whole fucking screen is red and yellow. So they get all these combos and shit, and you get nothing because the game fucked you. In addition to that, all right, it actively cheats with what gems are above that you can't see that fall when you break stuff, because a lot of the time you'll break a row.
Okay, I'm sorry, but it's like, you know, when people like, you know, like everyone has complaints in their life, and some people like to complain more than others. Like someone at your job or something that's complaining, and they're telling you the story about their important problem that someone, you know, well, Steve of the Dead here, he really was, last week he said he would take care of that project, but he didn't. And, you know, I was waiting for him to give us these 2 files. He would not do it, but it's like a serious thing. Like, Philip is talking about this in such a business manner, but just listen to the words. This gem, okay, here's the thing. You got blue and black gems, all right? Gems, okay? And then I got gems, and it's green and red. I mean, what? And then it's dropping down. I'm like, they're not even connecting here. What? What's happening to my gems? It's very funny. He's so businesslike. Listen.
All right. It actively cheats with what gems are above that you can't see that fall when you break stuff, because a lot of the time you'll break a row and just, you know, gems will fall, whatever. Then the computer will break a row. Oh, look, conveniently all these gems up top are the colors they need to get a multi-combo. And I'm not kidding. You'll be like full health bar against an enemy that has no health. All of a sudden, the enemy will break one row, and then all of a sudden, combo, and they keep falling into place perfectly to get like a 10-hit combo, and you instantly die. And this happens all the time. It's not like, oh, it happens on a rare occasion. This happens all the fucking time when you play the game. The game is horrendously broken. And it's hilarious because people are playing this game and like it, and I'm like, dude, this game is terrible. This game is actually one of the worst mobile games I've ever played because it actively cheats and generates the gems only for your opponents and not for you to get these combos to just fall into place.
So we're not going to play it anymore, right?
So if you wanted me to rank the games...
Yeah, please.
I would probably say that I like Dokkan Battle and Final Fantasy Brave XVS equally, and really I like one better at different times. Like if there's a bunch of events going on in one game, I'll play the hell out of it, or if there's a bunch of events going on in the other game, I'll play the hell out of that. So I kind of alternate between. Marvel Future Fight, I like the game, but it doesn't have, like, they don't actively add a ton of new stuff all the time. So a lot of the times when I play the game, it just ends up being grinding the same shit every single day. And it kind of gets a little worn out and boring because of that.
So you better play it, right?
But I do like the game, and particularly because it's like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. WWE Champions is just a time waster. If there's nothing going on in the other games, or a lot of the times what happens is these games for some reason have maintenance, and they end up being at the same time or whatever, then I'll go play WWE Champions, but that's like the afterthought. I barely play, that's the game I like the least out of anything that I play mobile.
Big up Smitty Weberman Jensen says, never seen him talking as passionate about a game like he does with mobile games. Also seeing him play W Champions, addiction like that is pretty scary, to be honest. And yes, it's literally like watching Only Use Me Blade on a stream and people give him money to drink because it's funny to see someone in their addiction, right? I mean, I'm sad, but that's just how the internet works. As an addict myself, that still as recently as last week, Chew got a beer somewhere and I smelled it and you get that thought. You're like, oh man, it's always with you. That's a real addict. And I know I am. That's why I don't drink anymore. But it just has the grips. And it's a fucking tough thing, man. It's tough. But you gotta, everyone has to come with their own life and make their own choices to get away from it. But Philip is getting paid to do it now. And that doesn't end well for anybody. And it won't, it won't. Take a swig. Yes, I will. Thank you. In your honor, I will. No. But yeah, you just get that smell, and just the smell alone. And I was like, oof, you know what? What would that hurt? What would that hurt? But yeah. Some Gator in the house says, and now streaming the worst option. Makes sense. Yeah, the game we're streaming is the worst game of these four. These other sounds pretty hype, but Champions, man, he's underselling Champions for sure. Yeah, big ups everybody. I see some people saying the same thing. Yeah, it's never stops. 14 years sober. Big ups, dude. Yeah, it'll never stop, and I understand it. But, you got to make some changes, man. That's you got to man up, and that's really, you got to man up or woman up, whatever your case may be. You got to make some tough choices. But, all right, let's fucking go.
All right. Let's see here.
Okay, that was a magical segment. Is that it for this one?
Oh, from Bleary Line 7, he says, how is your new car doing? It's been a little while and I hadn't heard much about it. I really haven't shared much about my new car because the bottom line is, it seems like whenever I share this personal shit, people find ways to turn it against me or whatever. And, so many people were giving me shit. You have a BMW, but you keep saying that you have no money.
Yeah,
Even though they don't understand how a fucking lease works. And I was stuck with this car for the longest time. I didn't want
Just really I don't want to get into a BMW episode here, but let me hear that part again.
Saying that you have no money, even though they don't understand how a fucking lease works, and I was stuck with this car for the longest time. I didn't want it. The car I have now, no lie, basically cost half as much as the BMW. Stuck with this car for the longest time. I didn't want it.
It's interesting. He keeps saying the BMW when actually there was. I really hate to say this, but there was two actually, sir. So if you could be more truthful and say the BMWs, remember? Because you did have multiple leases there. I'm not sure why you're just saying the BMW, but yeah, the BMW. Maybe just misspoke. The BMWs. Yeah, go ahead.
The car I have now, no lie, basically cost half as much as the BMW. Drives pretty much almost identical to the BMW. The one thing I would say is it doesn't have as much horsepower, that's for sure. It doesn't have the pickup power, and the brakes aren't as good where it doesn't stop on a dime, all right? But outside of...
When do you need that? Right? When do you need that to go to you know, curls and twirls? We need to stop on a dime, and we need the pickup power.
Not having as much horsepower and not stopping on a dime, I actually like this car better than my BMW. The looks of this car...
Which one? I just want to be clear here. Which one are you speaking of? The first one or the second one?
I actually like the look of the car better. Okay. Okay, the colors and everything that I got for it, better. Interior looks better to me, too. I think it's a much better looking car. It has features that the BMW didn't have. It actually has the backup.
You guys are saying Philip as the drag racer. Yeah.
Cam. So when I'm backing out, I can see behind me. I don't have to go like this trying to see through the window. No. And the backup cam is a god backing out. I can see behind me. I don't have to go like this.
Is that how you back up? Maybe that's why you have a back problem. Holy shit. That's how you turn around? Hang on, gotta turn around. Watch out. Watch out, Cap. Turning around. Here we go. Whoa. That's how you back up? Damn.
Trying to see through the window? No. And the backup cam is a godsend. I can tell you, man, I can see everything. It makes it so much easier now to do stuff in parking lots and everything. I love the backup cam. I'm surprised I didn't have it at the BMW. Of course, I could have got it, and they would have...
BMWs, just want to be clear here, be factual here. I don't want any nuggets of truth slipping out here. BMWs, yes?
Charged me like thousands of dollars extra, but this car just came with it by default.
Holy shit, dude.
The car also has a lot of safety features that I really haven't used yet, but it has safety features, again, that were standard that weren't in the BMW. So, for me, I love my new car. I think it handles good. I actually like the looks a lot better than the BMW. It's a lot cheaper, which is good because what I needed to do was reduced my payments by half. I'm not even exaggerating. What I pay now for this car versus what I was paying for the BMW is about half. So that's pretty...
I really apologize. BMWs, just want to make sure we're saying the truth here.
Pretty damn good. So there you go. My car is great. I love it. I barely drive it, but when I do drive it, I love driving it. I have fun. I really like the new car, and I'm happy that I got what I got. There you go.
There we go. Okay, sorry for the BMW derail, but it was worth it. The BMWs, excuse me. But this new car, the Toyota, doesn't stop on a dime. That's the biggest negative. Smitty Weberman Jensen says, so what if I spent $2,000 on WPIG Champions? I can stop anytime. Obviously. La Motica says, big ups for beating alcohol. That's a hard fight. Well, fight's not over. That fight's not over, La Motica, but we're doing our best, right? Iwamoto in the house says, beamer to beamer, money shower extravaganza. Big ups, Iwamoto. All right, Twitter time, and that's the one I already showed. Actually, not Twitter time, YouTube time. Let's get back to it. We are still in the middle of 2017. Timeline purposes, this is after Panda left and no cat yet. So that's where we are. We're on solo Philip. We're solo Philip, single Philip right now. Though I think we are in Catherine's DMs at this point. But anyways, not important.
Mobile games at night to just kill some... Hold on. I mean, I'm even not even gonna probably play my mobile games. I usually play mobile games at night to...
Hold on, I'm gonna start this over.
I'm enjoying a Mountain Dew Kickstart Midnight Grape flavor today, by the way.
Oh, great.
I definitely need it after my 4 hours of sleep. Okay, so that's the plan, folks. That's the plan for the next few days. And then obviously Monday, Tuesday, I'm playing by ear because I don't know if I'll have finished Cuphead or not. If I did, like I said, maybe I'll play this Fortnite Battle Royale. Maybe I'll start my Spyro playthrough. I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear, and we'll see.
Okay, don't care about games.
Okay.
Go on.
My goal is to literally unplug. Meaning, even though there will be new videos uploading every day, my goal is to literally unplug.
The fucking Flash thing is back.
Even though...
See? What was that? This is so stupid. Yeah, we do the... Look at this. One frame. So he does have a... I don't know how you even would set that up. But it's on this slideshow. It goes to the top corner just randomly. All right.
Even though there will be new videos uploading every day to DSP Gaming, I don't want to be plugged in to the point where I'm constantly... social media and playing games and all. No, I mean, for me, the playing of games is my work. So for me to take 4 days away the goal would be to not do any of that.
4 days away. Yes, this is the transition. This is when we are meeting Catherine, I believe. I believe this is when she was at the mall, maybe. But yeah, he took 4 days off at this time. And you can probably guess what those 4 days were spent on. He's not taking 4 days off for his health. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. This is to getting to know Catherine era.
Okay. I mean, I'm even not even gonna probably play my mobile games. I usually play
hold on a second. Now that's a holiday. What? What are you doing in your holiday?
I mean, I'm even not even gonna probably play my mobile games. Whoa! I usually play mobile games at night to just kill some time before I go to sleep. And I'm probably not even gonna do those. I'll probably just step away from everything.
Oh my god, now that's a real holiday. Holy shit. Steve is saying the streak predates that. Let me check on that. I know I've checked it like so many fucking times, but so the Down from the Rafters account, it is the streak started 2,403 days ago. I believe it's after Catherine moved in though, Steve. I believe it's February of 2018 or something like that. Days ago. No, yeah, January 31st, 2018. So we are, let's see. We are definitely playing the game. For sure, 100%. He has admitted himself. But the streak starts in 4 months. January 31st, 2018. Right before Catherine moves in.
Just kind of relax. And do other stuff. I already told you there's going to be a lot of other things I'm going to be doing. So.
Like what? Oh.
All right, so enough about that. Now let's talk very quickly about some things going on and then a little bit of plugs, and then I'll do some shout-outs, okay? All right, so first of all, as I mentioned, folks, Patreon. As of 2 days...
Patreon. All right, next up, Twitter. Dokkan YouTubers who spends thousands of dollars on the game are having their rates lowered. Bandai knows that you're a whale, and they know once you're determined on getting LRSSR, you're going to keep summoning to get it. Summoning till you get it. You may have a gambling problem. Okay, so just a random person said that. Not even to Philip, I guess. Look at this. No traction at all. It has 0 likes. So I'm pretty sure that means Philip was searching for Dokkan Battle shit on Twitter, doesn't it? It has not a single like. It's not like it could be on any trending thing. There is one, engagement thing with this tweet. And it is DSP responding. All right. All right, so there we go. LOL Jesus. I've obviously spent on mobile games in the past, but thousands of dollars per character? That's insane. My 3 LRs are 100% freely earned. Hell yeah. So Philip is clearly searching on Twitter here for some content, I guess. Someone retweeted that. I should retweet it too. Next up, we are on November 15th now. What's up? What's everyone up to tonight? I'm watching SmackDown and messing with a few mobile games. Oh, we got our full setup today. We got the SmackDown on the screen, champions in my hand. What else do you need? And gin in the bloodstream. What else do you fucking need, boys? Hell yeah. Well, very much looking forward to more Super Mario Odyssey on stream tomorrow. Hell yeah. All right. 2017 in the books. We now move to 2018. And this is early 2018. Oh, excuse me. March 23rd, 2018. So next reference to the game itself. Let's go.
Oh, let's see here. Akio Arturius cheered. He said, I forgot if you answered this question, but what games do you hold in the highest regard just for guilty pleasure? I would say the biggest guilty pleasure games these days are mobile games. Like, mobile games are not high-quality games in any way, shape, or form. But, for example...
We are a year away. It's been a year since the first video I played on this whole stream today. Remember he said mobile games are addictive and they're stupid? We're a year away from that now, so keep that in mind as we hear his opinion here on his guilty pleasure games.
Games in any way, shape, or form, but, you know, for example, I used to play 4 or 5 mobile games. I've cut down dramatically, but I still play around 2.
Okay.
I still play Marvel Future Fight and this really, I'm honestly a bad game. It's called WWE Champions or something like that. It's a game that's...
Oh, that is the best, isn't it? That is the best. You heard him explain the game to a fucking T. He could have, rest in peace, by the way. He could have written the Wikipedia article for the game, and now we're pretending we don't know the name of the game.
Honestly, bad game. It's called WWE Champions or something like that. It's a game that's a complete ripoff of Candy Crush with WWE characters.
Okay, definitely.
But they're fun to just mess around with and relax. As long as you don't take them seriously, you don't get angry when they cheat, and you don't dump money into them. Mobile games are pretty fun and, like I said, relaxing time killers. So those, I would say, are the guilty pleasure games for me. Like, it's not like, oh, I don't play console games or PC games casually. I just don't. I only play them when I'm on stream. But mobile games I play casually, so those would be my guilty pleasures.
So they're fun as long as you don't get angry at the cheating.
A $1 anonymous tip that says you like PUBG because half the time you aren't doing anything.
Correct.
You're right, because half the time I could just focus on talking with my audience. That's what I like. No, Quinn, I quit Dokkan Battle, and I also quit Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Why? Those were better than WP Champions.
Because quite frankly, those games were time and money sinks. You absolutely needed to spend money to get the good stuff in those games, and I wasn't going to bother with it anymore. I just got frustrated to the point where I was like, I was actually tempted to spend money, and I don't have money. I was tempted to spend money to keep getting new characters in Dokkan Battle. And I was like, what am I doing for this stupid fucking pointless game? I'm gonna get tempted to spend money. Fuck that, and I deleted it.
It seems like you thought for a second about making a good decision. Right? It seems like he had a thought to make a good decision there, didn't he? But then, now just delete 2. That's like saying, I'll just stop with the hard liquor, you know? I'll just stick to beer, you know? Which is a typical thing alcoholics do, is that, you know, I'm making some positive changes. No more liquor. Which is not a negative thing, not a bad thing to do, but, you know. Dolo in the house says he sure hit Cat with a Trojan horse. Dolo. That's a Dolo comment there. Christian C says, is this going to be 8-hour marathon stream? No, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 and part 2. Next Friday will be part 2. Well, honestly, we'll see how the documentary goes. It might not even be... We'll definitely... Trust me, we're going to finish this series, but we'll see how next week goes. It might be like... not seem like a good thing to do. We might need to change a pace and cover this instead of the fucking documentary. Who knows? ES says, I only play games on stream. Real gamer here. Absolutely. Definitely.
Fuck that stupid shit.
Wait,
fuck that, and I deleted it. Fuck that stupid
You don't pull the Hogans, they pull you, brother. Hell yeah.
stupid shit.
Fuck that stupid shit.
Cody Carl's Judy said, do you think you'll go back to Nier Automata at some point? I have no idea. Basically what I do is when I have a game like Nier Automata, I leave it to the viewers. I say, listen.
Don't care. Are you guys going to get my buy-in or what? Oh, we have a Catherine stream in the house here. This is June 22nd here. 2018, and Catherine is in the house.
I'm so cared about because I freaking love Skyrim. It's like one of my favorite games of all time, so...
I agree. We agree.
Elder Scrolls 6 needs to freaking come out soon so I can play it.
I'm with you on that,
You're so hyped for Elder Scrolls, you're gonna play the mobile game, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna play the mobile game. I know.
That's how hyped she is. She'd rather play the mobile game than nothing. She'd rather play this Blades mobile game coming out in like September or whatever.
I mean, it doesn't look bad. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, a nice phone, your tap screen kind of, wandering
it's
RPG.
Not
it's gonna be better than 90% of the fucking mobile games out there anyway. That shit. So
yeah.
You wouldn't play those, right, Philip? You know a thing or two. You know a thing or two about those, don't you, Philip? ES says this is like watching Phil and Half a Wife. You know all about the mobile games, Philip. You should give her some advice.
Timbo Slice Charity says, "Are you both looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2?"
I am.
I've always wondered this. Like, first of all, I haven't hit one in a while, so I will, because we need these in our life again. But honestly, it's not a good sign when you can't even look at your significant. Well, this is a girlfriend at this time, but at this moment, okay, this is way. Sorry, Sir Moist, for getting so fucking deep. But listen, you're asking for someone's opinion. You look them in the eye, right? Any normal person. I'm not saying it has to be even a loving relationship. I'm talking a normal human relationship, okay? Unless you're in elementary school, right?
Burger King.
So look at this.
Yeah.
Timbo Slice Charity says, "Are you both looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2?"
Like, what? We're not even looking at... We're not even looking at the... What?
I am. I know you are.
Of course. I mean,
It's so odd. It's just so awkward. I mean, this whole thing is awkward. Oh, cat pull. If we had a cat vision, that would have been the trifecta, which is very rare. Christian C says, "It's amazing how genuinely happy DSP has been on the WWE Champions streams. He doesn't even look happy hanging with Cat on stream. Guess better than honeymoon. Hell yeah."
everyone knows my history. I played the game when it was new.
I don't care. Bye, Cat. Cat's playing the... Now, the point of that clip was Cat is playing the Skyrim mobile game, but there's a lot of shitty mobile games out there. Don't play them, guys, obviously.
Dumb bitch. What a dumb bitch.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We have his phone on screen. I'll leave it for any clippers that want to do something here. Let's check out what we're going to say here.
Because they're all in my mobile game. They're all characters in my mobile game, Marvel Future Fight, that's booting up right now. And no, I'm not paid for a plug. This is a mobile game I played for years. So
I'm not paid for a plug. Yeah, it's actually the exact opposite of that. You've probably paid them thousands. Okay, gotcha.
Them all. I can tell you their real names. Hold on.
Oh, please.
I think the big guy's name was like Obsidian Cole or something like that. I know the woman's name is Proxima Midnight. They're all part of the Black Order, who's supposed to be an elite group of aliens that fight for Thanos. So Corvus Glaive was the dude with the double spear.
Wait, real quick, because my memory's not as good. Is that one of the games he quit playing? But I'm going back. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Because remember, we just talked about the games we quit? I only played 2 games now. Hold on. Oh, not that one. That's different. That's from future. That's from the future. Hang on. This one.
Oh, let's see here.
Oh, okay. No, he quit Final Fantasy and Dokkan Battle. Okay. So this is not one of the ones he quit. Okay, gotcha.
Cole Obsidian was the name of the big roided dude, basically. Yeah, Proxima Midnight was the chick.
I like him.
And then the telekinetic guy was Ebony Maw. Okay, there you go.
Okay, thank you. Quick pull.
So I thought the fights with them were actually really good and well choreographed, and I actually really enjoyed that. The final fight,
Ooh.
I thought was 100% a ripoff of Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Uh-oh.
Like, that fight was meant to emulate that fight where, oh, look, it's an army of enemies, and they're trying to break the defenses, and then they find a way to break the defenses, and then the heroes come out, and there's a big epic showdown, and look, they're competing to kill the enemies, much like how Gimli and Legolas were competing.
So hold on. Let me get this fight that they clearly ripped off from Lord of the Rings. There's bad guys, and there's good guys defending something, but the bad guys are trying to kill the good guys. And then they're fighting. So, I mean... That's very unique, as you can hear. Obviously. Oh, fuck. All right. Well, Side Scroll's title for their stream, Craig responds to DSP. We got so much shit to talk about already. Now, that's going to drop in the house now? Son of a bitch. All right, well. I wish Craig wouldn't, honestly. The best play now is just ignore. But as a content creator that Craig is... He knows this is the way to keep the drama going, right? So, all right, we'll get back on the rails here, but let's go.
to kill the enemies. Now the heroes are competing to kill the enemies, and everything's going on there. And then all of a sudden, to the rescue, someone shows up at the last minute. In this case, it's Thor. Shows up at the last minute to save them all. You see, it was like almost the same sequence. It felt like I was watching the same sequence a second time.
Oh,
okay. But anyway, I did in general enjoy the action sequences of the movie.
Okay, we're talking about a movie anyway. We just got the mobile game out to show you. We had to get the characters' names because we love the game that much. Okay, Apex Legends in the house. Now we're going on to 2019. Okay, February here.
Play fucking the.
Oh, co-op gameplay. Hype.
They go back and play Fortnite because this update, that update, and I'm like, you don't like it, he don't like it. Move on, dog. Shit.
It's like, you know what? I play fucking there's these mobile games where you just tap the screen and the numbers go up, and then you fucking, tap this button so the numbers go up on their own.
People take it too hard when their favorite YouTuber or someone they watch gives a game they like a negative review and they take it to heart. Listen, I'll say this right now, so in the stream chat can hear this. I extremely disagree with you on how you feel about Sonic Forces. I actually really like Sonic Forces. But am I about to tell you on the love for it? Hell no. Whatever.
Let's see. There is. They had a care package drop, and
they
just totally no sell. I don't give a shit what you guys are talking about.
They left their stuff behind.
But careful, because there's enemies right in here. There were enemies in here shooting down. Yeah, they were in here shooting down.
Run up and grab it. How about that?
Okay, that's it for that one. Just totally no sells that. Yeah. E3 2019. We are now 2 years after the first video we showed, which was 2017 awards press conference. Here we go.
Sure, I myself have played mobile games before. This market, is there crossover? Sure, I myself have played mobile games before. But people who are hardcore into console games aren't going to be hardcore into mobile games. People that are hardcore into mobile games won't be hardcore into PC games. You see what I mean?
Is that true, Philip? Is that true?
I mean, like, there will be some crossover, but it's a different demographic. Much like I just said, the Just Dance demographic is not the main gaming demographic who's watching E3. The people who play these games primarily aren't the E3 audience. Now, there's some exceptions. Fallout Shelter, absolutely 100%. There was a crossover there. But
yeah.
When you're now taking your E3 conference to present multiple mobile games that aren't out yet, and we don't even know if they're going to be good, and, you know, people are here to watch about your new games. Where's Beyond Good and Evil? Where's Assassin's Creed? Where's Splinter Cell? Oh, new mobile game. You're counter... Where's Assassin's Creed? Where's Splinter Cell? Oh, new mobile game. You're counterproductive.
Who does that? Bull. What the fuck? Brotherhood of Steelman in the house says, big up Snorts. I'm in the Middle East and haven't been able to catch a stream. What's this about Keem and DSP? Why? Oh, I'm not reading that second part. Keem and DSP, not to rewind the stream, brother. You gotta. It's a weird world, but I'll just explain the facts. Keem went on Level 1 podcast and DSP interviewed him. That's all you need to know. If you want more information, you gotta search it.
You actually make people not like you more because you wasted their time not presenting what they're watching E3 for. The core audience that watches E3 is looking for new major gaming releases on PC and console, not on mobile. All right.
Okay.
Now this could change.
Did you have market research for this, Philip, or what's your source on this?
Change over time if we see more robust mobile games or mobile. All right. Now this could change over time.
He said the thing. Hang on.
If we see more robust mobile games or whatever. But quite frankly, in my opinion, it's a waste of everyone's time, and I agree with people who say that I think it's a waste of everyone's time. However, Joel, you're absolutely correct. Mobile games are the most profitable gaming market there is. I'm not saying...
So it seems like they should probably promote new ones, huh?
That they don't have a place. I'm saying E3 is not the place.
Okay. Gaming convention, not the right place to promote mobile games, which is their biggest moneymaker. Okay. I got it. Okay. Got it.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
Got it. No clue on that, but okay.
A racist gamer tipped me $1 and started insulting Asians or something, so I'm not even going to read it.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
Who gives a shit what they say in China, am I right?
For the tip regardless.
Fuck that, man.
Continuing on.
Chicka chang wang, am I right, Philip?
DJ Runo cheered and said, for many years, E3 had a heavy console focus. For once they have something
DJ Runo take. Watch out, DJ. We're listening.
going on. DJ Runo cheered and said, for many years, E3 had a heavy console focus. For once they have something for PC, and now they're assholes. I don't think...
Ooh, DJ Runo pushing back a bit.
That, like, I guess what you're saying is Roller Champions or whatever, and also the Uplay only for PC. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying Roller Champions looks like a game that would be perfect on console as well as PC. Why is this only going to be on console? And let's face it, Roller Champions probably will eventually be on console, so why not have the free alpha on console right now? Okay. I understand it's a much easier...
Okay, I don't care about this. DJ Runo pushed back, but he gave money, so Philip is receptive to your criticisms there, DJ. Let's go. Same year.
4 different mobile games. I played WWE.
Oh, God.
You know, into this fucking game, and I still didn't get the character.
Hold on. This one is a good one.
People don't take...
Hold on, before we get into this massive one. Dolo in the house says... the baking is going to be off the charts now that he has 2 W champion accounts to feed. Maybe. Well, he's the king now. No problem.
Seriously. And then next thing you know, they've dumped a ton of money into these games.
Okay, wait.
In particular, we have an entire industry, a sub-industry under the normal gaming industry based on gambling in games, and people just don't realize it.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. I would never do that.
No. Okay?
Yeah.
So there you go. I really do feel that people don't take it seriously, and then next thing you know, they've dumped a ton of money into these games. And
who are you speaking of in this case?
And that's not good. What that is, it's a deceptive industry that it advertises itself as one thing, and it actually is just gambling. And there's people who fall into that slope. Now, just like any...
Who falls into that, though? I mean, I don't personally know. I've read some stuff online about people falling into that trap, but I don't know it personally. I mean, I wonder if Philip does.
Itself as one thing, and it actually is just gambling. And there's people who fall into that slope. Now, just like anything, if there's people who have self-control...
So, okay, I know this is petty, but people that fall into that slope...
Gambling, and there's people who fall into that slope. Now, just like anything, there's people
definitely
who have
fall into that slope. Nailed it.
Control, and people who do it in moderation, like you're saying, Timbo. If you're a reasonable person and you don't fall into the trap of spend,
yeah,
sure, it's a fun hobby.
Oh, great.
You can collect the cards, you can do well in the game, etc., and it's fun. But the sad part is that there are people who fall into it who just, oh man, I gotta drop $1 million into this fucking game, and I still didn't get the character I wanted or whatever.
Yeah, had to go extreme there, didn't ya? Because you didn't want to get too close to the truth, so we go to 1,000. Sound good?
And that's what happens, you know? Like I said, I didn't necessarily ever see this happen with console games, but I used to see this with mobile games. Remember, I used to play 4 different mobile games. I played WWE Supercard.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
Sounds good.
Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
That's
and
good.
Marvel Future Fight. And all 4 of those games had all of these microtransaction gambles.
Wait a minute. You left one off. Huh? What? You forgot one.
Where you didn't know what you were getting when you bought something.
Yeah,
you didn't know if you got the character or the upgrade item you were looking for, and it was gambling. And it was terrible because I knew people in those games who were dropping so much money into these games for what?
Who did you know exactly? Huh?
Me. And it was terrible because I knew people in those games who were dropping so much money.
I knew people in those games that was dropping so much money.
Fun of any stream chatter, Derek or otherwise, you're a fucking loser.
I know people. Yeah, of course I know them. They are me. Big ups Dreaded End with the DVD collection. Hey, LT, just want to say thanks for all you've done in the contract community. I've had a rough few years. That being said, your history, dives, and DSP have generally made me appreciate life. Could be worse. Thank you. Dreaded End. Big ups to you, my friend. You're a legend that will be remembered in the history books, all right? For how much of a legend you are. And thanks for that very meaningful message, sir. You're a legend. Don't forget it.
Into these games for what? Anyway, let's continue on. Bagel Goose cheered. He says the BattleBot Tombstone was defeated this week. Any bets on who will go to win BattleBots?
Oh, BattleBots! The show he watched. I'm not. That's why I kind of had to speed through it, because I don't want to get to that zone.
BattleBots? That shit's still a thing? Didn't
Yeah?
they used to
I hope you're not going to talk shit about it.
have that in like the mid 2000s? I'm serious. I swear I saw this on like Spike TV. It was like battle bots, and people would make these battle robots to fight and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that still existed. I have no idea who's going to take the championship. I didn't even know it was still around. So, Slee tipped me $1.
Okay, he didn't talk negatively about it. There you go. Next up, we're still in 2019, the end of 2019. Here we go.
I wonder what type B is. I should try COD Mobile. No, not play Call of Duty Mobile.
Why not?
My days of mobile gaming are long behind me. I have no desire to play mobile games anymore.
Oh, what? Huh?
Are long behind me. I have no desire to play mobile games anymore.
Oh.
Yes, I may play Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey at the end of this month. AWC, great. Actually,
No desire to play mobile games anymore. Well, you heard it. You heard it, right? You heard it here first. 2019, that is. Next up, we're going to the most consequential year. Well, one of the two most consequential years here. And we will be spending the rest of the stream here, if you can believe it. We're going to the year 2020. All right? Now, a lot of stuff happens in 2020. But before we do that, I do have to show you some Discord pictures, right? And I know DSP doesn't use Discord. I know that. I definitely understand that and know that. But nonetheless, we have to check out some things from there, and you can come up to your own conclusions on if you think it's DSP or not. Sound good? That's what we can do. So there's a Discord. That's Philip admitted someone leaked, right? That was in his Discord. That member was a mod for a while, and they did his leaks, but it's not him, right? It's not him, okay? Now, this is someone talking to other members of Discord in a guild, okay? When I say guild, I know some people might know what a guild is, but some might not. In WWE Champions, a guild is like a group you do, and you can do events together, and it's all very positive and meaningful, and you can get more gems and break colored gems and stuff like that, all right? You know, it's not that important. But this is Philip on Discord, all right? So some of these aren't that meaningful, right? But this is Philip talking to other guild members. Allegedly, Philip talking to other guild members, saying this is the build. The perk doubles all immobile gem damage, and I think creates 6 more immobile gems. That's 24k times 10 in 1 turn. LOL. So that's a very positive thing there. Is there a better way to do this website? Oh yeah, like this. Okay, so next. Now I need to try this in the test feud. That means it's 300 damage. So it's just messages from Philip in this Discord. He knows a lot about the game. Let's put it that way. Well, since requirements have changed, I'm forced to use this team of jobbers. I think he's good, but not great unless you have a Rainmaker. You can't see the bottom there. Great here, but if he gets the chart, it's all just Philip's messages, okay? Because it's obviously saved. Archived now because it's all gone. This is my lineup. If I don't get Hogan, I can't do many pulls here because remember we're in financial straits here. I can't do many pulls, but we are doing some pulls. That's hilarious seeing that 926 talent each like that. He knows about the game. Someone says something, and we're just seeing unfortunately, we can only see they call me DSP's messages, okay? Overall, I have to sleep sometime. Looks like I got my feud roster ready. Hell yeah. In the house here. I have a mediocre feud team. I may swap in Jimmy or Mr. T somewhere in there. I'm undecided as of yet. There we go. More messages here from the allegedly DSP's Discord. Redid my lineup. This allows Black to get the blue gem damage boost and an extra charge, while Z-Rock will now be doing 100th for his finisher. He's a very invested player. That's the long and short of it. There's nothing of much value here outside of him talking about the game. Someone said, dudes, please stop sending our server invites. The streamer guy... Okay, let me read this. Sorry, I'll put it on so you can see it better. So, this is more you know, just things to see. Dude, please stop sending out our streamer invites. The streamer guy you are after isn't the one in our faction. He's been getting loads of messages calling him out. It's a different guy. So the streamer guy you are after isn't the one in our faction, okay? So this is someone sounding like, to me, you know, DSP might have told them, now again, this is all speculation, saying, hey, a lot of people are going to say I'm a famous dude, but it's not me, okay? So just tell them it's not me. And it's a different guy, though. This is a different streamer guy, okay? That's not, the streamer guy you're after isn't the one in our faction. It's a different streamer guy. Sounds good? You'll get it in the replay, maybe. Next up. So I've been getting spammed by... okay, here we go. All right, so I'm getting spammed by 3 people asking me if I'm Darkside Phil. One of them is that guy. FYI, apparently my name is the same as the Twitter handle of some streamer, and now I'm getting harassed by these people. Delightful. I've had this name since the launch of the game, so I have no idea why this is suddenly an issue. Philip all of a sudden knows people are following him. But yes, it's a different guy with the same exact name. Okay? Oh shit, that's not good. Yeah, I guess that's who these people are joining the server. I only started using Discord a little over a year ago, but I have no idea how just anyone could join and start spamming us. One idiot tried to call me like 100 times and scream at me for saying I don't play mobile games. Christ. Okay? That's not... This is allegedly a different person that used the same screen name as Philip since the beginning of this game. Okay? And he's also a whale, by the way. Next up. Not sure what that one's there for. There's some, if you know French, maybe. I'm the uselessness leader and creator. Okay. Okay. Let's read this one for you. We know he spends heavy. We have a few of them. Being a top 5 ranked faction in the world, there's a few. And he's probably only 3rd or 4th in the biggest spenders. There are whales. This is the first game I've ever been this deep, and I've seen a lot of heavier than he spends, but he definitely puts his hand in his pocket. I know he's married, but never mention of a child. Even Xmas Day, he spent time with his wife for the full day. I mean, it sounds similar to who you're looking for. Whether or not it's him is unknown to me because he's very private about home life, which will make sense if it is him. So this is a different user saying it could be the guy you're talking about, but I'm not sure either. Okay? Next up. They call me DSP. This is in a different game. Okay, so this is a different game that Philip showed himself. The guy that took screenshots from Brazil. Big up to the awesome one. This is a different game, a different mobile game, by the way. And this is, Philip did use the name of They Call Me DSP, again, in this game. Again, no, there's the game there. They Call Me DSP, down here on level 1. Someone says, congrats on getting a 4SB Sheldon for Diamond Blitz. Thanks. It wasn't cheap. ES says, I don't know who this DSP gaming guy is, but he seems cool. Yeah, he seems dedicated. At least there's a passion there I'm enjoying. Thanks, it wasn't cheap. So we're spending money there. This is Philip's Discord here. A few FYs for the mods. Sidella, a.k.a. Vincent Pennywise, is autistic. His parents have... Oh, yeah. So this is Philip in a different Discord. Again, remember, this is the same... Now, I'm going to be very clear of how I say this here. Remember the guy that said, apparently people think I am a guy, but I'm not that guy? Well, this is a message from that guy who is not DSP, but it's a different guy that had the same name since... WWE Champions started out and has the exact same profile picture. It's a different guy, but he has this message. Sidella, a.k.a. Vincent Pennywise, is autistic. His parents have been harassed IRL at their job as a result of him watching my streams. So I know it's hard to wrap your head around this one, but the guy that used the same screen name as Darkside Phil when he started playing WWE Champions also knows about Sidella and also streams and also... caused Sidella to get harassed at his job because Sidella watches his streams too. Now it's pretty crazy. I mean, these detractors are literally insane. He started streaming using the same name, having the same fans watch him, and then, which caused his own fans to harass him at his work. That's very, very bad. This is crazy. It's insane. But again, we don't know if it's him. This is probably someone else. I'm not sure yet. Next up, there is, so as you can see, the same profile picture. Here's again from the shards. I'm done spending for at least a month. I don't care. The WrestleMania event, it's going to suck. It will suck not spending money on this next game. On this next event, excuse me. It's rare he admits to such spending. Scary thing is, he's not even close to the biggest spenders in the game. Darkside Phil in his own stream chat is saying, there's no ban topic. Some WB game is apparently a detractor meme now. Some WWE game. Remember, how many clips have I showed you of him explaining very well about what the game is, how it works, how it's a waste of time, how it sucks. But now some WWE game is a detractor meme now. Not sure what the game is. It's some WB game, who knows, but it's a detractor meme now. Next up, oh, that's the same thing we saw there. The same exact screen share there. This is the one talking. This is from DSP's personal Discord, of course. You know. Next up, we have another Discord thing here. I just dumped money into mass belt parts to remove all crappy belts and medals I put on people when belts first released. Now I finally have inventory space again. Big ups. We already played that. And I think we're coming to the end here. Nice. I used all mine and got Jack. Yep, same. I don't doubt either of us will get him. This is a real shit show. Blah, blah, blah. Join request from They Call Me DSP has been accepted. They Call Me DSP. Please contact me at Discord ASAP or we'll be booted. They Call Me DSP has been kicked out. I'm not sure exactly the storyline there. This is a message to a faction here. Quick service announcement for your friends at Uselessness. Today we kicked out one of our co-leaders. That's the kicking we just saw. They Call Me DSP is the name of a very prominent Twitch streamer who has an army of trolls who spend all their time trying to ruin his life. Our DSP claims it's purely coincidental that he has the exact same username as his Twitter handle, and they have gone out of the way to prove many times it's him. Anyways, long story shorter, they have for months been trying to get into our server and target him. Every champion's official tweets replies now mention him or has means of DSP. Last night, they stepped it up to a gear and got hold of another player's personal info and posted it on their trolling website. Picture of his fiance. His date of birth, you get it. Now, that's extremely bad, and that should not happen. That's very illegal action. Again, I'm just showing pictures of things that happened. We believe wherever he ends up, they'll do the same on their site. They already have pictures of Xena's faction info and the rules on their Discord. He's a good player with a very open wallet, but just be warned of what will come of it. There we go. So that's when DSP kind of got Mid-First Bank has been kicked out by They Call Me DSP in this faction, Mid-First Bank, because that was, of course, the bankruptcy. Phil, can you send a heal? Well, I'm ready to go again. Let's do this. Can you send a heal? This is someone calling him Phil, okay? So, again, the person here that said they used the same exact name since the beginning of the game has the same first name as that person. Makes you think. Makes you think a little bit. I'm not sure, but it makes you think. They call me looking for a faction. DSP now shows up in a channel called looking for a faction. Okay? Because, remember, he just got kicked out of his former faction. Now we're looking for another faction. He says, hi. If anyone is crazy enough, so far, nope. If you're looking for a faction, actually post it. Not use the page to bitch about someone, blah, blah, blah. No need for that. Post deleted, happens about it, you'll be removed. So that means they probably posted about a sad, sob story about how I was kicked out, blah, blah, blah. I really want to join a faction, but I can't. Again, just speculation there. So now we get Philip saying, hey, appreciate the convo, but likely you won't want me in your faction as trolls who think I'm some streamer are stalking me and will likely flood your Discord. That's what got me kicked out from my last faction and why nobody will pick me up. Remember, the leader of the last faction did say very clearly who it was. It was a streamer, and he gets trolled, you know, blah, blah. That's the message that was deleted. Next up, we have a Philip. Hey, all, I'd like to introduce myself. I've been in and out of the faction a few times under different names in the last 1 or 2 months. I have one of the biggest rosters in the game and was formerly on the council of a top 5 faction. That'll change when a group of internet trolls mistook me for someone else, some idiot video game streamer that they hate. They have stalked me since January, leading me to get kicked out of my faction for no good reason. Reminder, that person's name was Phil, right? We saw that. That person, the coincidences here are that person used the same screen name since the beginning of the game. Other people called him Phil, the first name Phil. And also he knew about Sidella. Okay? Just want to make sure all that, okay? Just want to make sure we're clear on all the coincidences that go into this, okay? ES says, despite evidence, this is all purely coincidence. It could be. It could be. We're still trying to figure out. We're trying to figure it out, put together the pieces right now, okay? So they have stalked me since January, leaving me kicked out of faction. I'm changing my name, no avail, as they will still stalk and find me. Now at this point, I'm done running, and I'm going to stay with Road Warriors for the foreseeable future. If you have any questions regarding builds for superstars or roster advice, I'm your guy, as I have about 98% of them. So now this person has one of the biggest rosters in the game. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Next up, I will bring you this one up. A spending ban could work if you have a consensus. It's obvious there are people with lots of money who don't care about game issues and will drop tons of lackluster new superstars just for some iota of feeling of accomplishment. These people,
just a little beyond the breaking point.
Francisco says from the Side Scrollers interview, I wouldn't believe myself. I wouldn't believe myself either, Francisco. But we're trying to get through that. So we're trying to come to a consensus here. These people will be crushed once the game is shut down eventually, but Scopely knows they are the gas that runs the engine until then. So expect to see weekly new, crappy superstars and people dropping thousands for them every time because they're compulsive gamblers who cannot help themselves. They probably don't even use the new guys. They just let them sit underleveled after dropping $3,000 to get them. It's the rush of getting that pool fuse that they paid for, not the actual product. So this is someone that has been described as having a very open wallet, telling others how the company itself gets new players, how these new whales work. They just want the rush, not the actual product, okay? Okay. Does taking jabs at the people who spend give the same sense of accomplishment when someone can't afford to do what they do? I don't care if someone spends a penny or 10 grand. Thank you, Kahntext, for that very true take on this person, of course. Who it is, we never know, but someone. Then Philip responds again with a Bernellian length post, as Steve says. I don't care either, actually. I'm not taking jabs at all. I'm stating facts. You will never get a spending ban to work when a group of compulsory gamers are the people who are bankrolling the game. If you all cancel our monthly subs, Scopely makes pulls tougher to get, as they just did over the last 6 weeks, and adds more superstars so that group will spend more.
Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate it.
It's a not winnable battle, sadly. I know that from the get-go. You cannot hate on the people spending to make the game keep going. If it weren't for them, this game may have been shut down by now. But you also can't institute a spending ban and expect it to work when those people are not on the same page. We saw big spending in a weekly contest when the ban was in effect, and that likely negated any positive impact. It's sad but true. You can either accept how new things are now or move on, in my opinion. So it sounds like, and again, I'm just guessing, that they're saying we could do a spending ban to try to, let's say, protest against Scopely. That for these crazy practices, let's protest. Let's ban spending. Okay? But Philip's saying that won't work. Some people want to spend. Motherfucker. Don't forget it, Kahntext. I want to spend. And some other people want to spend. So you can either get with the program, or you can get that ass banned. Kahntext says, I just find it entertaining when people that are whales always get called compulsive gamblers just because they have the money to blow, and they aren't bankrupting themselves. Oh, interesting choice of words there, Kahntext. Very interesting choice of words, Kahntext. Name placeholder says, this is all lies. K Styles told me Phil never played WWE Champions. Get debunked by the Style Master. Thank you. He did say that. And he has never played that game. I still believe to this very day that has never happened. I'm just sharing screenshots. And that is the last screenshot from this list. This is from a public IMGBB. I'll put it in the research. I'm going to put all the links to research down below. And actually, I believe Mighty D is doing a stream later of this topic as well. So you have all the wall-to-wall, ball-to-ball WWE Champions content today. So check out Mighty D's stream later today as well. Check below for all the research links to all this if you want to do your own research and come up with your own opinions, which is very important because we don't have any groupthink going on here, right? Family, 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 family. All right. So let's get into it. That was all from the end of 2019. Some of it went into 2020 as well. But now we will start 2020 properly here. And we will start with January 9th, 2000. I don't know if it's a stream, actually. I just saw the thumbnail. And I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it. I think he just put it on Twitter, actually. But yeah, it might just be a video. So enjoy that later. But yes, family, let's move on to January 9th, 2020 here.
Constantly outside of the content I put on the internet, my whole life would be games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, literally, my whole life would be games, and I would get burnt out. In fact, you know what? So Mr. Tipper1 just said something. He said, WWE Supercard. I'm actually, I'm glad you bring that up because people always say from time to time, oh, we used to play mobile games.
Yeah,
I mean, you're right.
Uh-huh.
You're absolutely right. And I completely gave up all that shit because...
Reminder, all those Discord things we showed was from around this time. Just keep that in your mind as we hear Philip talking about this. Let's go.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And I completely gave up all that shit because my God, what a fucking time sink. And very frankly, what a money sink it was to play those mobile games. Keep in mind, that was before, the last few years where things have been so bad financially for me. That was back when I still had some disposable income. But, dude, I used to play so many mobile games.
Yep.
And every single one of them I got tired of because they just got so bad to the point where it was like the only way that you could do anything in any of these games was to spend money constantly. Like, it was just drop money, drop money, drop money, drop money, drop money. Or grind.
Which path did you choose, young Padawan?
It was just a waste of time, It really was. And at first you get caught in that, it's free to play. So you think that it's like fun because it's free to play, right?
That sounds fun.
The next you realize, it's free to play, but you can't ever do anything in the game unless you spend money. You get stuck being a free to player who doesn't have any of the good characters or the good abilities or the good combos or the good, all the things that you want for whatever game you're playing. I had an RPG game that was Marvel characters, like all the Marvel movies, and then I had a game that was Dragon Ball, where you did like combat with Dragon Ball characters, and then I had a game that was Final Fantasy, where you built your own Final Fantasy, and of course WWE Supercard back in the day, where it was collecting wrestlers and having them fight off and stuff, But once you
we're not going to stop there, surely, right? There's one other game you're playing that, You seem to mention 4 games that you played well in the past, but you kind of forgot one. Huh? What? Why'd you forget that one? I know you said it sucked, but you kept playing it after you quit those other 2.
Back in the day where it was, collecting wrestlers and having them fight off and stuff, But once you realize how insane those games are with the microtransactions, you're like, oh, fuck this. What am I doing? Why am I wasting my time on this? There's no way I could ever do anything, without spending so much money. And, what am I wasting my time on? And that's the truth of the matter is I just got tired of it. I was like, I can't get anywhere playing these games the way that they've built them. They're ludicrous. So I'm not going to waste my time on it anymore. And I didn't. I stopped wasting my time on that crap.
All right. So January 9th of 2020, I stopped wasting my time on that crap. Sound good? Sounds good to me. All right. Let's move forward positively here. We did go through those. Next up, we are still in January, just a few days later. And just for timeline purposes, this is when detractors knew it was him at this point, obviously. So it's a major, major point of contention. It's getting brought up a lot. Bankruptcies happened. People are talking about it. right? And yeah, oh yeah, when was that? Fuck, I gotta get it. That was, I know we're gonna get to it today. I know it. But what was the, just for timeline purposes, when was the commitment? That would be interesting to know. So the commitment took place. Now, he did make a commitment to her, obviously, very famously. Made a commitment. I made a commitment to her. Was, oh, we're getting there. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. In a few months. In a few months. Let's just chill out. Let's cool our jets, and we'll get there in a second. ES says, you think he believes his own lies, or is it an act? I think you believe your own lies. When you're an addict, sadly, you can lie to yourself and believe it. Because, I'm not trying to get deep or anything here, but I know it sounds stupid and very crazy, but you'll say whatever it takes to convince yourself it's okay to do what you want to do, right? So, like, many times I would promise something in my head to make it okay for me to drink tonight because this is fine. I haven't drank in 2 weeks, and I promised myself I wouldn't drink anymore, but 2 weeks is pretty long, so I'll do it, you know. And then, let's say you take more time off and you say, well, I'm going to the movies, so when I go to the movies, I always got to enjoy, I always bring my flask, right? So I'll just do it to the movies, but that'll be it, you know, just movies. You know, oh, there's a party. Well, now at a party, I can't not drink at a party. I mean, how can you? How can you not? Right? So, and you do believe it. Like, I know people that don't deal with that crap. You can't explain it, but you believe it. You fucking believe it. And that's all I can say is you fucking believe it. You believe what you say because that fucking corner demon tells you. You know what I mean? Oh, good question, Frog Machine. Hip flask or thermos? I was a flask man myself. And what you get is you get a medium-sized drink, and you just drink about half of the soda inside, pour out your bubbly, and then you got a good movie on your hands. And the best part is, it doesn't matter what the movie is. You're still going to have a good time. Don't do that, by the way. I'm telling you so you don't follow my advice. Don't.
We're trying to get back to the present, but we went underground in this like rail car, and we're stuck. We don't know where the hell we're going. So I'm mapping it out as we drive down here to figure out how the hell to get out of here. Okay. Okay.
What was the drawing?
Mapping it out as we drive down here to figure out
nice.
How the hell to get out of here. Okay. Okay. DRS Gangsta, tip me $1. Says, do you still play Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle? I noticed before you had insane luck pulling cards.
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about years ago when I used to post that.
Years ago. Remember that tweet where he was flexing about those pulls on that very game? That was 3 years ago from this moment. But yeah, we're talking years ago. Holy shit. That was when were humans even around yet? I don't think they had evolved at that point, honestly. You know what? Was there life on Earth yet? Tough for me to remember. It was a long time ago. It's tough for me.
On Battle, I noticed before you had insane luck pulling cards. Oh, he's talking about years ago when I used to post that shit up on Twitter when I used to pull cards. You're still
3 years ago, you mean? Okay.
Playing. How are you liking the new active skill feature? I haven't played it in years. I told you guys I don't play mobile games anymore. I quit on all of them. At one point I was playing 4 active games at once. I was playing Dokkan Battle. I was playing Marvel Future Fight. I was playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Okay.
And I was playing this weird Fox cartoons card game that had like Bob's Burgers against Family Guy against like other American Dad, like that kind of stuff. Actually, I don't think it was Family Guy. I think it was American Dad and like other stuff like that from Fox cartoons. So I was playing 4 at once, and they all became a time sink and such a money sink to even try to play them. It was like, oh, spend a couple dollars, try to get the new character, spend a couple dollars. I said, fuck that, and I just quit all of them a couple years ago. Basically, when my now wife moved in with me, that was kind of the end all of all that crap. I said,
okay, so here we go. So remember, this is a point I wanted to make. So I know what he's going to say. Remember, in the future, we're going to get there in this series, but he's going to say that I had to lie to protect my family, all right? I had to lie about not playing anymore, okay? But if that's the case, okay, I don't agree with that, but I don't, you could just not lie and tell the truth. I did play, I don't play anymore, but if you want to keep playing, you can't really do that. So, okay, we have to lie because we're keeping play the game. Why do we add this to it, right? Do we have to add our reasons for quitting as well? Like, was this necessary? Because it makes it sound pretty serious at this point. Like, it's almost the truth, right? Like, well, when I say truth, I mean something you actually did say, but didn't follow through, right? So if you just want to say I don't play anymore, it's easy to say I don't play anymore. But we added this commitment thing to it, which makes it sound like you kind of did try to make that commitment, but then later we learn you failed, right? And yeah, he does embellish every lie too, so there we go. But let's hear this again, okay?
No, I said, fuck that, and I just quit all of them a couple years ago. Basically, when my now wife moved in with me, that was kind of the end all of all that crap. I said, there's no way I'm wasting my time on this shit anymore, because it's too much of a time sink. I don't have money for it. You really have to keep paying if you wanted to actually get anything good. Okay. Dokkan Battle was one of the worst, where, yes, you would earn limited credits to pull free stuff, but the only way to get the best stuff, you would have to spend, and buy to get these giant multi-pulls. It was stuff, but the only way to get the best stuff, you would have to spend,
baby,
and buy to get these giant multi-pulls. It was insane. I saw the formula, I said, I can't do this, this is nuts, and I just quit all that shit. I don't play those mobile games anymore. I've been done with them for years, so. Okay.
I've been done with them for years. Huh? Done with them for years. Okay, well, let's go to December 4th, 2019.
Dumb bitch.
Which
What a
is
dumb bitch.
exactly 2 months ago. What does he say here again?
I wonder what type B is. Mobile. No, not playing Call of Duty mobile. My days of mobile gaming are long behind me. I have no desire to play mobile games anymore.
Okay, so we're not playing any mobile games here. Okay. I want to go to 2018, because that's only 2 years ago. He said he quit it years and years ago. Okay. Just want to be clear here.
Let's see here.
Okay, want to be very clear here.
Aguilar Torius cheered. He said, I forgot if you answered this question, but what games do you hold in the highest regard just for guilty pleasure? I would say the biggest guilty pleasure games these days are mobile games.
The biggest guilty pleasure games these days are mobile games. So that is 2018. And we go to 2019, okay? And let's hear it again.
And I just quit all that shit. I don't play those mobile games anymore. I've been done with them for years, so.
I've been done with them for years. Okay. So 2 years is, well, I guess he's not lying. It is years, but usually when you say years like that, it kind of seems a little bit longer than 2, but okay, that's not a lie. I'll give it to him on that one. Because Dreaded End said he had to go back to pulling Hogan's because he couldn't pull his wife anymore. That's, oh, come on. Dreaded End.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, wait, DRS gave us $20. My bad. I got to add that to the total, and then we can continue on here in the underground cave. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Thank you to people who are tipping me tonight because, like I said, that does help me a lot. So,
the big event coming up this weekend.
Okay. So, Dead End. Let's try going left first.
Okay, we're not going through that. We are still in January of 2022, and we are going to be... The months are going to go through because we are talking about this topic a fucking lot.
It was either Nero or Caesar. Nero? Oh, wait, was it Nero's birthday? It was either Nero or Caesar. It was one of the 2 rulers of the empire at the time that people ever hated. So when they wrote the Bible, they put a bunch of references in as the ruler at the time was basically like evil. Okay. Thank you, Godfrey Parks, for 100-bit cheer. No, I don't have any recommendations for mobile games. I don't play mobile games anymore, but my wife has been playing Animal Crossing, Animal Crossing mobile game recently. So I've been watching her play to see if maybe there's some elements in there that I'll learn for when Animal Crossing comes out on the Switch. I think it's in March. And also she's been playing Mario Kart Tour, which she really likes. but I don't play mobile games.
Okay.
So it's been a long time. Like I said, when my wife moved in 2 years ago, that was it for that shit for me. I was like, I'm done with that.
So now we quit when my wife moved in, which is early 2018. All right. So we do not play anymore. We stopped since my wife moved in again. Okay. Let's go.
Big Daddy Dubs, I'm going to say this once. All right, I don't play mobile games anymore. There was a time in my life when I absolutely did.
Yeah.
When I lived in Connecticut, I was playing a bunch of mobile games at one point, including the Injustice mobile game from the original Injustice game. I was playing a game called WWE... Was it WWE Legends? It was basically exactly the same as the Injustice game, but with WWE characters in it. I also played WWE Supercard at one point for about almost 2 years.
Okay.
Then I kind of gave up on all those games, and I started playing a slew of other games. I've mentioned them many times on stream. One of them was called Marvel Future Fight. One of them...
I hope we're going to say... There's one I really think we got to say, right? Hold on.
One was Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
Okay,
One of them was Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Okay.
At one point, I had this fox...
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, I'm an alcoholic.
Big ups. Audrey Samuelson says, thanks for all the robust and meaningful content. Thanks to you, legend. Thanks so much.
Card game where it was a bunch of cards.
Carl Sagan pool. Big ups.
That were from Fox cartoon characters like Bob's Burgers against King of the Hill against American Dad.
We're not going to skip it again, are we?
I thought was a really neat game. But every mobile game I've ever played...
Oh, we are. Oops, we forgot one.
in the history of playing mobile games has been a time and money sink.
Okay.
What that means is that they are set up exclusively to make you spend money on what are considered gacha pulls.
Okay.
Which is exactly the same as what we've been doing in Shenmue recently.
That sounds
where
fun.
You go to that randomized thing, you have to pull 1,000,000 times in the hopes that you get something good. And it's literally like a 1 in 100 chance, if not even more narrow, that you would get anything good that you would want. But the pulls cost a ton of money, so you're basically gambling. It's an incredible amount of gambling. In addition, most of these games, in order to actually do anything in any kind of a special event to earn something special, require an insane amount of time and dedication of playing. And after trying literally every kind... Oh, by the way, I forgot Hearthstone. I completely forgot that I was playing Hearthstone.
Oh, Hearthstone, the game you played for 2 weeks. Oh, how'd I forget Hearthstone? How'd I forget that one? I don't need... Hogan's in the corner downstairs crying. Say, did you forget about me? What? Did you forget?
Require an insane amount of time and dedication of playing. And after trying literally every kind... Oh, by the way, I forgot Hearthstone. I completely forgot that I was playing Hearthstone for a while. You guys remember that? Because I was actually making videos of playing Hearthstone. Because Hearthstone was available on mobile devices, but also available on PC. So I was playing the PC version for a while. I had completely forgotten about Hearthstone.
Okay.
But yeah,
Hearthstone was too hard. He didn't like Hearthstone. You can't just pay to win. It helps. Absolutely helps. But it just didn't give you the wins. And that's the problem. That's the annoying part, right? ES says maybe the incident was just an elaborate gotcha pull. Hey, maybe it is. It was a pull of some kind.
I'm not a single one of the games that I ever played was a game where you could actually legitimately earn anything good without spending money or spending an insane amount of time grinding. I would say, would say, out of all the games that I played, it was actually Marvel Future Fight was the fairest. Even though, admittedly, in order to get anything good, you had to pay to get it right away. You could actually earn the really good stuff in Marvel Future Fight by grinding. It might take 3, 4, 5 months. Like, no lie. It could take 5 months of grinding in order to actually get something good, but you could get some of the best characters in that game just by grinding. I never played another mobile game where it was like that, where it was always just pay to win. It's really just pay to win. And sometimes it's 100% straight up gambling. So I gave all those games up years ago. Like I said,
2 years ago, just want to be clear, 2 years ago.
Definitively, I gave up mobile gaming when Kat moved in with me. When she moved in with me, I said, I am not going to waste time, money, and resources on any of these games when I have a woman now moving in with me who loves me. We're going to have a life together. We got to focus on that. I can't be focused on this other stupid shit, especially because, as you guys know, I've been in financial trouble really badly the past couple of years to the point where I needed your help repeatedly just to keep stuff afloat, to stop my bank account from bouncing, to pay tax.
To stop my bank account from bouncing? I think you mean checks from bouncing, but we'll move on.
And the like. I don't have money to fucking spend on that shit, and I don't. So, what the nonsense that idiots perpetrate on this fucking internet about me spending money on mobile games and other stupid shit, it's all bullshit. I don't even care about the details that they talk about because it's all such fucking nonsense. I just don't care. I seriously don't. I'm not gonna pay any attention to it, and that's all I'm saying on the subject of mobile games because that's the truth. That's what I told you guys a million times on stream. You guys ask me about mobile games and stuff. I always answer exactly the same way.
Yes.
My story has never changed. That's always been my story. So I don't understand why all of a sudden, you know, oh, now they completely make fucking something up here. And now it's time that we're, you know, let's start a new detractor meme. But Phil's story's always been the same because it's the truth.
You keep saying your story's been the same, but you're not telling the whole story. I mean, how come you're not talking about WWE Champions, which is the thing that everyone is talking about at this moment in time? It's kind of, it's very loud. Its silence is very loud, let's say. Its absence is very noticeable when you're trying to say how true and right you are, not lying. How come we're not bringing that up? If you're not playing, it's very easy to say, I'm not playing that. Oh, W Champions, I don't play that anymore. Fuck no, dude. I made a promise. I made a commitment.
So why would you believe something to the contrary? Oh, because it's the new flavor of the day. You know, last week, it was the stupid, dumbass, drunken peasants drama where they wanted to start shit up. I completely shut them the fuck down and ended that within a day. So now we need a new thing. We need a new drama. Let's make something else up completely. Fuck this.
Let's make something else up.
I've had enough of their bullshit. Seriously.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Well, that aged well, didn't it? That aged well, didn't it?
Okay. Rim Logger has reset for 19 months. Thank you very much.
Let's see if there's any aftermath here.
I appreciate that.
Any math here, or?
An anonymous dollar tipper says, have you considered streaming WWE Supercard to choose to play it? Could be fun to play it through mobile games on stream. All right, I'll be very honest about WWE Supercard.
Please.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
All right, I played it. If I remember correctly, I may be incorrect on this because this is what I'm remembering. I think I played it like 2014, 2015, and I know for a fact I stopped playing it altogether in 2016 because there was one or two times when I actually tried to like participate and grind in certain events to earn like top rewards. And
yeah. You spent a lot of time on those, didn't you? You said on a forum post that you spent about 80 hours and 2 weeks on that one. And recently, with the Triple P boys, you said you were doing it while recording gameplay. Just want to be clear here.
And it was just such a fucking nightmare. It was like they literally expect you staying up all fucking night playing this game to earn a top card, which, by the way, the top card's only good for like 2 months. Then there's another top card that comes along and takes over for it anyway, so the card fucking sucks. So it was...
So it better quit mobile games altogether, right? I mean, that's... If they're that fucking bad...
Like, you expect me to spend this insane amount of time grinding in a...
It's amazing. You expect me, you're asking me to play the game all day and all night? Like, usually when you say that, you could say, go fuck yourself, right? Because, like, you know, let's say someone at your job says, could you work an extra 8 hours today? I know it sucks, but we can't pay you, but we need you to stay another 8 hours today. You're asking me to stay 8 hours? Go fuck yourself. Philip says, on the other hand, you're asking me to play all day? Yeah, that's cool. I'll give you money for it. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll pay money for it. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm in. Where do I sign? That's what we're doing. That's literally what just happened. Usually when you say they're asking me to do something, it's because, oh, yeah, it sounds pretty bad. They're asking me to do something really bad. I don't want to do it, so I won't. But that's not exactly the storyline here.
To spend this insane amount of time grinding in a mobile game to earn us something that's not even something that's going to permanently be good in the game. Maybe it'll be good for a couple months and then it's shitty. You know, I did it probably once or twice between those years. I probably grinded for a couple things in the game. And I remember once I got this Hulk Hogan card.
Yeah, yeah! Hell yeah, brother! The Hulk Hogan card, we got there.
I want to say this was 2015. I could be wrong. It might have been 2014 or 2016. But I got this stupid Hulk Hogan card. Yeah. And I had worked my ass off to get it, okay? 2016. But I got this stupid Hulk Hogan card. And I had worked my ass off to get it, okay?
I had worked my ass off to get it. I had worked my ass off to get it. So you could take this two ways, okay? There's two ways to take that statement. Meaning, I worked my ass off to get the money it took to buy that, which is usually cool, you know, because that's, you work hard, you buy something, you get something, right? But in this case, he's not talking about that. He's talking about his time investment into a game to get a Hogan card, and that's what I worked my ass off to get. It's not a lie. Yeah, technically not a lie. Absolutely not. Absolutely not a lie.
Okay, so I get it, and I probably used it for the entirety of a month, and then they decided they were going to completely change the game, and the card basically was set. Oh, I'm finding a village, guys. Look, the card became a semi-worthless card. All right. And it was just a waste of time that I had stayed. I had played the game like nonstop for like almost 2 days, as much as I could. It was a complete waste of my time. After that, I swore it off. I said I would never do that again. That was like the last straw for me. There's no point. You know, it's a complete time sink, money sink, waste of everyone's fucking time. And that was it. After that, like I said, I did actually one more time years later. I tried to re-download Supercard and play it, and I hated it.
Why? I know why. I mean, I do know why. It's fucking addictive, dude. Addictions are fucking hard. But, I mean, you don't have to lie about it, you know? You don't have to lie about it.
I did actually one more time years later. I tried to re-download Supercard and play it, and I hated it because the whole game had become about, oh, there was like season 1 cards, season 2 cards, season 3 cards, and they were like, when the game had started, it was like, oh, you have a 600 health, 600 speed, 600 charisma. The numbers were like 47,762 health, 46,427 speed. I'm looking at like, they seriously never improved the game. They just kept adding numbers to the cards and acting like that was like something interesting. It was fucking terrible. I was like, fuck this game. I never played it again. So
after you did try to play it again, just want to make that clear. So you never played it again after you re-downloaded it and tried to play it again.
Oh, let's continue on. Spartan King did 100-bit cheer. He says, what's up, Phil? How was the early stream? Today's early stream was absolutely great.
Okay. January 20. We're still in January somehow. January 16th, 2020 here.
X Duck Caliber did an 11-month resub. Thank you very much, X Duck Caliber, for 11 months resub. I appreciate that. And that douche kid did 100-bit cheers. All you got to do is show your username is, and bam, the detractors are defeated and make them even less credible.
Yeah, that's kind of funny to think about, but Stuttering Craig would have that same idea 3 years later. What do we think about it 3 years prior to Stuttering Craig offering Philip that very easy out to this whole nonsense? If, of course, he is not down from the rafters.
Wrong. Wrong.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I'm going to say one quick thing about this, and then we're going to take a break, and we're going to move on to the next segment.
Please.
As I said, any little bit of information that I give you guys will be used against me.
Like Steve just said, show the first letter. And if the first letter is D, show the second letter. And this is all over. It is that simple. And that is why this WP Champions thing will never go away. Well, because it's him, but because it's true. But again, at the end of this, all it takes is for him to show his screen name back then. Now it's too late because, of course, he made a new account and he already has a new account, so it's over. But he had a chance to show, cover the whole screen, everything, information, hide it all, and show the first 2 letters of your screen name. And it shouldn't be D-O, right? I mean, it might be like dong or something, but go as long as it takes to not be down. You know? D-O-N, and it's over. And it is over, right? Tractor's felted. All this stream is not happening. All the songs about W Champions down the fucking drain. But unfortunately, we couldn't do that. And we used the excuse of, I have to protect my family. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't think 3 letters at most can be used against anyone. But here we go.
Perfect example here. Let's say I bring up a mobile game and I show you my name in the game. That name that's in the game, people will immediately scour the fucking internet.
You don't have to show the whole name. Freewoo says, if detractors could reverse engineer the name, wouldn't they have done it already with Down from the Rafters? What do you mean by reverse engineer in this case?
For anywhere that name's been used, try to find old accounts of mine, try to find other things that maybe could or could not be me because of that name. The truth of the matter is when I play mobile games, a lot of the times I don't use my real name or my online personas. Reason being, I did do that a while ago, and people then were doing stuff to me. I never talk about this because I know it's fucked up. There were 2 times with previous mobile games, way back when I was playing them, that people tried to hack the accounts, people tried to pretend to...
Yes, correct, and... that even if you want to say that, okay, I agree with him. I agree with Philip that you don't want to show your username because it's dangerous to your family. He did show his full username in Marvel, in Dragon Ball, and in Pokemon, and they call me DSP in that case, right? So it would have been very simple to do that.
Thanks for the membership.
He doesn't think it's a problem to show his username in other mobile games, but in this mobile game, it's very dangerous.
That they were me, they impersonated me, and actually were contacting like the customer support of the companies, saying, I'm Darkside Phil, and here's my information, and I want control of this account. And one time, I actually got locked out of my account because of it. Okay. So the last thing I would ever want to do is show you any information about any account that I've ever used ever. All right. A few years ago. An old password of mine that I used to use for very old things leaked on...
That's Mr. Stupid One.
...on the internet. People went across the entire internet and found all this shit out. They started logging into my old utility accounts and tried to shut off my power. They tried to send a $2,000 payment to my city here that I didn't owe them just to empty my bank account and fuck me over financially just because they found an old password somewhere that happened...
Everyone agrees that's very bad. Everyone that doesn't agree with that is bad, I think. I think that's just absolutely true. It's not a good idea to do any of this. However, you can't do anything with a username, right? And, okay, if you are scared about people doing things with a username, show half. Show half of the username, and the game is over. I don't know what you could do with just a username anyway, but I really know you can't do anything with 2 letters. Okay? It's that simple.
Happened to be attached to a few legacy accounts that I hadn't used in years.
What do you mean, Emery?
Now, if I show you a login that I've used in a mobile game that has been used for other things, people will immediately scour the internet to find... See what I mean? This is what happens. It's just the slippery slope that creates more and more and more negative shit. There's no point in me trying to disprove anything these dickheads say because none of it's true, and they have no fucking concrete evidence of any of it because it's false. So why would I waste my fucking time on any of it? If you get caught up in that stupid, immature crap, you need to look yourself in the mirror and be like, why the fuck do I care about any of this shit? Why am I believing every month or every week there's a new thing about Phil that's completely ludicrous? Why the fuck am I believing all of this? Why am I such a drama hound person who gets caught up in this fucking nonsense? And why do I even find it funny? You know, maybe the first few times, but the 102nd time that you hear something ludicrous about me, you have to finally look and say, maybe there's something wrong here, and maybe I'm an idiot that I believe all this dumb fuck shit.
It's pretty simple. If you don't want people to if you don't want people to pay attention to what you say, don't lie so much. It's pretty easy. Because I don't know if you knew this, but people that lie consistently on the internet are pretty funny, and people want to follow it, you know? So there wasn't so many cases of lying. I don't think any of us would be here, but unfortunately, that's the situation we're in right now. So maybe if the lies stopped, I think people would stop caring about you because it just wouldn't be interesting. But unfortunately, Philip himself is going to tell us years later, all of this was a lie, right? All of this. Every single word he's saying right now is a lie about not playing mobile games during this time. He would admit it from his own mouth that this is all a lie. So that's why we're here, right? That's why we're here, because it's fun to hear about someone so confidently lying about something and telling everyone else they're assholes and douchebags while he's lying, right? So Eric Newton in the house says, yet he refused to provide evidence that proves him right. He gets no benefit of the doubt with his lying and changing of stories. Yeah, and every story changes, everything. It's very simple. Don't be interesting. And how do you not be interesting in Phil's case? Because he's not just interesting with his gameplay. He's interesting because of the crazy thoughts he has and the insane lies he does. That's it. And also the begging, with the side of begging. Right? Because I think if it was just the begging, Philip wouldn't be the biggest lolcow in the world. Right? Just the begging is something, and people would talk about him, but it's the insane retcons that happen consistently every day. Right? And that's the interesting part. And it is fun. Oh, Sting from Supercard, Dreaded End with the member bomb. Big ups. That's a Hogan. That's a Supercard right there. Hell yeah. Big ups. You worked very hard for that, Dreaded End. Congratulations.
And like I said, I can't spend time worrying about any of this shit. It's not true. I'm not going to waste my fucking time on any of it. To show you one thing will just spurn 10 more negative things about me. There's no fucking point in any of it. And people who are all infatuated with that shit need fucking help.
We do,
okay?
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
All right.
Yes, definitely.
Clowner to me $1
we have Clowner.
and insulted me. So there you go. I'm just going to ignore that.
That was funny.
Clowner to me $1 and insulted me. So there you go. I'm just going to ignore that. Last Rambo cheered. He says, we've now found you out. You have an elephant. It's Jasper. Use spells and ingredients you spent your tips on. Oh, my God.
Huh? That wasn't very funny, but all right.
Spedgy did a 100-bit cheer and says, are you going to be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake at launch? Yes. Are you playing Kakarot tonight? No, I'm playing it tomorrow as my main gameplay stream.
Okay, we're done with the schedule segment. Iviga in the house says, now guys, I'm going to tell you what really happened. No, I don't have evidence. I'll be honest with you. My detractors, DSP trails off by snorting. Yeah, I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're still in January somehow.
Was. All right. And at this point, this is so frustrating, okay, that I really feel that I said I'm just never playing this again. And I did. I quit it cold turkey. I at this wall. All your progress essentially launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards. Thank you for the support.
So this is from the same stream, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
So, last couple of questions, guys.
Please.
All right. The stupidity here is so. Well, is there a nugget of truth about the WWE mobile games?
Yes.
I already talked about this. I think it was last night or the night before. Here, I'll say it one more time for all of you.
Please.
All right. At one point, I played WWE Supercard. That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago. A lot. For about a year. I played it pretty hardcore. All right. Even at that point.
Now we're in the era of pretending WP Champions didn't exist? After the multiple times I've told you, I've showed you him saying he played it? Is that where we're at right now?
That was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was put a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game.
Yes.
Okay? After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was. All right?
Yep.
And at this point, this is so frustrating, okay, that I really feel that I said I'm just never playing this again. And I did. I quit it cold turkey about, I think...
I quit it cold turkey.
It was about a year later. I went back and I reinstalled the game just to try it, and it was shitty. Like, I didn't really like it anymore. It was way too complicated. There were like multiple seasons of cards being played, and it was like the only way to even play it at any level that's enjoyable, you have to dump a ton of money into it. So I stopped playing it. There was another game called WWE Champions that was like, I want to say it was like early 2017 it came out, and I played it on and off casually over the course of
What's the name of that, actually? Remember, he would admit during this during this Kino Casino era that he's played the game for 7 years, right? So just keep that in your mind as we hear this elaborate retcon here.
Playing it. There was another game called WWE Champions that was like, I want to say it was like early 2017 it came out, and I played it on and off casually over the course of that year, along with all the other mobile games that I was playing. I was playing...
skirt right on past that game, huh? Yeah, there's a little WB Champions, whatever. I don't even know about that game, actually. Whatever that game was, I don't even know. I played a lot of other games, too, here, you know, and then you have to list all the other games we played just to get past the champions.
Dragon Ball, what was it? Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle,
yes.
Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, Marvel Future Fight, and at one point I was playing this Fox cartoon characters card game as
Bob's Burger.
And I only played it casually. That was the game that I kind of like casually grinded in, and just played on and off as a free-to-play game. And I stopped playing it because I lost interest in it. It's a gem breaker game where it's like playing what is it, like Candy Crush or whatever? But that was always the side game that I played. The other games were my major focus at the time. And by the way, I quit all of that stuff when Kat moved in 20...
Oh, man. Sometimes makes it too easy, doesn't he? Just keep this up. Just keep this up.
18, I quit.
It's not doubt. It's just we know it's false. So that, yeah, I shouldn't even use that because we know this is all false. Okay, this is all false, confirmed by Philip Burnell's own streams and speaking. Here we go.
Wait, I quit all of that stuff when Kat moved in 2018. I quit all mobile games. I don't play them anymore. I got rid of them. I said I'd rather focus time on important stuff with my family and stuff. I don't waste time. They're all. I keep telling you guys this. Mobile games are money sinks.
Okay.
You'll put money into it, you put time into it and money into it, and you don't get anything really out of it unless you're constantly keep playing and sinking more money into it.
Okay.
That's the truth of the matter. Now these idiots want me to show you my accounts and everything. How the fuck?
Show me a few letters from your account. I think that would have been fine for Craig. Show a few letters from your account. There's one account everyone thinks it is. Show a few letters. Random letters even. Show a single letter that's not down from the rafters and it's over. It is over. And that would have been very easy to do if you planned ahead. But unfortunately, we did not plan ahead. So now we're stuck in this. We have to protect my family from not showing my username, even though we showed our username in Pokemon Go, Marvel Future Fight, whatever else, what other game there was. We showed our username then, but we can't do it for this game. Something feels a little fishy. I'm not so sure I trust this guy.
Fuck am I going to do that? So I show you on my screen, oh, that's not your account, that's someone else's. Or I show you on my screen, oh, look, that's a name we didn't know. Now let's go scour the internet for other times Phil used that fucking name and other things so we can find other accounts that he's done and hack other accounts and get more personal information. Fuck you. All right? I've had enough of this shit. I seriously am tired. Every little fucking thing in my life being micro-analyzed by a bunch of no-life, worthless, disgusting, toxic, do-nothing, ne'er-do-wells who will never, ever...
That's a good band name, the Ne'er-Do-Wells. Ne'er-do-wells.
Have a shred of fucking positivity in their lives. They live in their fucking Paris basements. They hide from real life, and they do this shit anonymously on the internet because they can get away for it. If they didn't get away with it in real life, they would all hide like the cowards they fucking are. No. Fuck off. Stop fucking with me and every little thing that I say and do and twisting it into something it's not. Stop trying to take information from 3-4 years ago and turn it into something now that it's not to ruin me. I'm tired of this shit. Really, it gets to the point where I get so fucking frustrated and it just is pent up pain inside of me because any little thing that I say and do on a stream can be construed into something that it's not, or that something nasty can be made out of something that I did innocently years ago, and now you're gonna somehow try to fuck with me. And I know, because I know. I know exactly what happens. If I show you an account on my phone, oh my God, now we got something else on them. Use that name, scar the.
You already said that part, and once again, you don't have to show the entire username, and this could have been done, right? I want to be very clear here that people that are, you know, on the real fucking with Philip is always bad. But I want to be very clear. What we were doing today, what 99.9% of all detractors out there do, is play clips of Philip. You know what I'm saying? They play clips of things Philip has said himself. Okay? So, if that's a problem, stop saying crazy stuff. Stop lying. It's pretty easy. Because if the lying and crazy takes stop, the clips stop too. That's the real way to stop the clips, is not saying insane stuff. You know what I mean? Right? Correct? Right? So, it's pretty simple. Right?
It's never going to end. It never will end. There's no, you know, the reason I did this stream today was to get everyone caught up on stuff that was going on. I knew that talking about a foreclosure and a bankruptcy, that was public knowledge that was going to be on the internet. I knew those idiots were going to misrepresent it and lie about shit. So I went out on my best interest here, and I told you guys very transparently about what's going on with that, okay?
Yes, and I asked you for a lot of money for that, actually.
Anything else that you hear is fucking horseshit. Period. If I have stuff that I feel is important to my streams or my content, or that I need to reveal to you about my personal life, I will. But all this other shit, I'm so fucking tired of hearing it. I really am. I'm just done with it. I'm done addressing it. I'm done fucking putting up with it. Enough is fucking enough. My life.
Good point, Big Z. So, he, you know, apparently showing his username was going to get people to get his credit card or PayPal leaked, but he's very happily showing his new username, and I wonder why that one is not dangerous. The new username is not dangerous. I wonder why.
Life has been systematically fucked up year after year by people fucking with me. I can't get sponsorships. I can't get all the same
We don't want those, though, right?
opportunities every other full-time streamer gets because of you pieces of fucking shit trying to ruin my life.
Okay.
Fuck you. I'm done putting up with your shit. I'm not entertaining for a single moment any more of your stupid bullshit. You could say anything you fucking want. I don't give a fuck. Go fuck yourself. Okay.
Oh, yeah. You better sigh after that one. All right. Next! Still in January.
Post office. All right.
Oh, by the way, the only one that gets copyright from those mic drops is the fucking Raw. Like, Linkin Park doesn't copyright claim it. Fucking Bow Down to the King doesn't copyright claim it, but that fucking Raw song did. It's like, come on. Raw. Come on, Raw. The mic drop song.
Here's another $5 tip. Now he's talking about WWE Supercard. The meme continues. The best part about all this crap is that the people who've been hating on me for a few days, completely making up nonsense about me playing some mobile game, they
keep completely making up nonsense about me playing some mobile game. Some gator in the house as well. You heard him. You can say whatever you want. Yeah, you can say whatever you want. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying whatever I want. Oh, look, there's Ra with Vince on the left side of his head. Look, there's Ra. Speaking of Ra, not scripted, by the way.
can't even get the mobile game right. The game that I thought people were accusing me of playing was called like WWE Champions, but now people I've been saying WWE Supercars. Like they can't even get their fucking their memes straight. They can't get their detractor memes straight, and they've crossed the memes. I actually said, I admitted last night at one point I had played WWE Supercar, but that was many years ago. I don't know. They've crossed, remember, whatever you do, don't cross the memes. That's what you have to avoid, crossing the memes. You could destroy every thread of existence if you do that. And these idiots have crossed
Hilarious.
the memes. So anyway,
perfect.
thank you again, whoever this is with this stupid meme, another $5 tip. But I have no idea what you're talking about. No, I don't play WWE Supercard, and I'm not going to. Okay. You're part of
I don't play WWE Supercard, and I'm not going to. Well, you kind of played it enough, actually. You don't need to play it anymore. You tried it twice, right? Okay, ready to watch that one. You already watched it twice, right?
Now, here's a stupid one.
Oh, here we go.
Snooty Roo did a 100-bit cheer.
That notorious DSP tipper Snood is here. Let's hear what he has to say here. He does tip his ass off. This is his main tip. This is Snood's tipping era, I guess you should say. Meth Bear says, DSP. Okay, not reading that, Meth Bear. Thank you for that. Here we go. Snood. What does Snood have to say to the person he just gifted his own hard-earned money for? Let's see this.
Now, here's a stupid one. Snooty Roo did a 100-bit cheer, but could you just log into your WWE game account and hold your phone up to the camera and disprove detractors? Oh, my God.
Oh, you and Stuttering Craig had the same idea.
Boy, people don't listen, but this is the thing. Real gullible, stupid, simple-minded people think it's that easy. Let's say right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Please.
First of all, I logged into my old-ass game account from WWE Supercard from years ago that I've admitted that's a game that I played a lot for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And I held it up to the camera, all right? It wouldn't matter what it showed. It literally wouldn't matter what it showed. They would find a way to spin that into a negative. They would find that would be a negative, okay?
Some negatives are less negative than other negatives, right? So it seems like people thinking you're a whale in a game is a pretty big negative when you're trying to beg for money all the time with insane fundraisers, right? You can get rid of a massive negative and have a new account, or you can just go with the insane negative of you spending thousands on a mobile game. Which one sounds good? Which one sounds better to me? Which one sounds better to you? Excuse me.
Okay. Now, that's the thing. At this point, I can't even figure out what the meme is because people now tell me it could be this one WWE game that I played years ago or a WWE game that I played for a few months, a couple years ago. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about anymore because I don't follow the shit and I'm so confused in my head. This guy says Supercard, someone else says it's another game. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about anymore because
insanely irrelevant. Yeah, a good point. Have you ever seen Snood and Snow Carl in the same room? I haven't. I have not. So think about it. Something to think about.
Even you idiots can't get your shit straight, so I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't care. I'm not gonna waste fucking time holding phones up and showing you shit. You're out of your fucking mind. In addition, like I said, chances are, what would happen? I hold it up. Oh God, there was something on the screen now that's more personal information that got out that they can use against me. Fuck this and fuck you.
That's for you, Snood.
For even bringing that shit up. How about that?
Felted. Got him.
All right.
How about that, asshole? Yeah, I agree with that, Philip. Good take on that guy. What a douche. Next up, we're still in January.
Here we go. Here's an idiot. Can you debunk the rumor you said you played mobile games on the plane in April of 2019 during your trip? Yeah, I played random mobile games. I downloaded a few random things and played them. It wasn't anything that I was doing like ongoing stuff. It was like
yes, I did play mobile games on the plane, but it was random stuff.
Like, I had this one stupid game where it was fishing. It was like you're literally in a boat and you're just fishing and you're trying to get your hook down and catch certain fish. I fucked around with random mobile games on the plane. That's a lot different than saying that I was on some mobile game that I spent fucking $140,000 on or something stupid.
Listen. The defense rests. Your Honor, I was playing a different random game. In fact, it was a fishing game where you put your hook down in the water and you're trying to pull up fish. Now, I would like to remind you, this has nothing to do with Sweaty Man JPEGs. This was fishing, and there was a hook, and it was very random. Thank you. Defense rest.
I was on some mobile game that I spent fucking $140,000 on or something stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it's just stupidity. You know, like most people do, they fuck around with a mobile game to kill time when they need to kill time, like on a plane or something.
Most people do that, yes. That's what most people do, absolutely. But how about you?
That's what I was doing. I don't know how that equates to you completely making shit up about me. Yeah, it's not, it doesn't at all. It's complete opposite, actually. It's you being a complete piece of shit. Final laugh, 87 to me, $20. Says, man, I missed this game. So much nostalgia is flooding to me. Thanks for playing the throwback. Just don't let that baby cry. Yeah, I know. It's very annoying when the baby cries. So thank you.
Definitely. Next up, we are still in January.
Thank you, sir. An anonymous dollar tipper. Here we go again. You ready for this one, guys? I mean,
I'm ready.
Something that we've talked about a million times.
I'm ready.
Did you hear about the crazy conspiracy theory about you spending $40,000 on mobile games?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard it all. Actually, the last time I heard it was $140,000.
Yeah.
I've heard that it was apparently specifically on a Hulk Hogan card for WWE Supercard, but then people said it was WWE Champions. You're
kind of trying to muddy the waters here, but Big Ups J-Dog says, it's so funny to see the extent of the web of lies and dig himself a hole for years. Also, I hear you about addiction, recover myself, big ups. Big ups to you, J-Dog. Thanks for that, sir. And you got a T-pose for you. Nice pull.
People have come into the stream and said both.
Yeah, worse, it's both.
The bottom line is, it's ludicrously stupid. I've said a million times, no, this is not the case. It's not true. It's really dumb. And that's where I'm leaving it because there's really no reason to even dwell on it. It's complete nonsense.
Okay.
As usual with these idiots, completely making shit up with fabrications and half-truths. And I've just had enough at this point of putting up with their bullshit. So,
reminder, this would all be true. Philip would admit to all of this. But yeah, I'm tired of all this bullshit, people making things up. Dreaded end in the house. That fishing game might be ridiculous fishing. Oh, maybe it is. Queen of the Streets pull.
So let them have their Newsday drama on their garbage channels, and we will have a fun gameplay stream here today, ignoring their bullshit.
Okay.
All right. DJ Atomica tipped me $7.61 and says, here's a little something for you. Well, thank you very much, DJ Atomica.
Thank you. Next up, we're finally in February. Let's go.
But I used to play some mobile games on my phone. But it's not.
Wait, what's this?
Lying and saying stupid shit about me. Oh, no, I screwed up. For a while, I was playing all kinds of mobile games. I don't know how to talk about it because people already made negative memes about it and saying lying and saying stupid shit about me. That's very fucking bad. That makes people think dumb shit that's not true. And I just don't want to bring it up tonight. But I used to play some mobile games on my phone. But they became money sinks. It all started with games like, what was it? Injustice. When the original Injustice fighting game came out years and years ago.
Yeah.
What was that, 2012? Yeah, I got the Injustice mobile game on my iPad. And
Look at this gameplay right now. Look at this gameplay as we're trying to web our web of lies. It's very tough. You know, it's tough to lie and play a game at the same time. It's a very tough skill, as you can see here, right around on display here. Let's go.
What was that, 2012? Yeah, I got the Injustice mobile game on my iPad. And I played that for a long time. I grinded in it and everything, and I played a ton of it, and I really liked it. And later on, they made one that, of course, was WWE guys. So I played it because it was like the same freaking game, only with WWE characters. And later on, I got into tons of different mobile games. Dragon Ball, Final Fantasy, and all kinds of stuff. The worst of them all by far was WWE Supercard. Those games, money sinks, time sinks, and the worst part about it, you're not even getting anything out of it. You're just looking at a fucking card. A stationary fucking card that doesn't even have animation to it. It just stays stagnant on your fucking phone screen. It's just stupid.
We need a break. Hang on, we need a break, Kirby. We'll get through this.
Hey! I can't do it. I don't know why I did it before, and I can't do it anymore.
Big ups, Random Surge. Kirby is flustered. Yeah, he had to take a quick break real quick. I didn't hear what he was saying.
Here comes a dumb
I didn't hear what he was saying. I don't care.
fuck saying the stupid fucking detractor, which is why I don't even want to bring it up, because the moment I say mobile games, idiots start lying and saying fucked up stuff about it that's not true, and it pisses me off that people spread so much disgusting misinformation and try to make me look bad. I hate it. You know, but what the
That misinformation would turn out to be truthful information. Just want to remind everyone about that. Okay.
offense do I have? None. I can't do anything about it. They keep saying fucked up stuff, so.
Well,
you can shoot the buttons? Ah! I didn't know you could shoot the buttons.
There we go, Einstein. Pretty easy now, huh?
It all goes to the same place. Well, fuck this. I've been doing all that for nothing the whole time. I didn't know it all goes to the same place. Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me get this health. Okay. So let's see here. 1000 Sunday. Then 100-bit cheers to chat. Told me you don't have cable, so you can't watch AEW. Honestly, God, AEW helped reinvigorate my love for wrestling because of how crappy WWE has been lately. I don't blame you. WWE is abysmally fucking bad now. It really is.
Oh.
1000 Sunday cheered again. See, AEW has logical storylines and booking, quality pay-per-view level wrestling week to week, and I care about the characters, so it's nice to have a good wrestling show to watch every week.
Any comment?
All right.
No. Kind of went. What about AEW, Philip? What's your take? I want to see where he goes next. Often he'll go back into the subject.
Sword 142.
Nah, we're just gaming right now. All right, May 29th, and this is one you're gonna like.
There's another way to do it. Oh, here we go. So Coolito to me $1 and says that stupid gun show meme has to do with the WWE mobile game. I should have known. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not gonna hate on Coolito. At least he clarified it for me. It has something to do with the WWE mobile game. All right. All right, you guys ready? So we could fucking move past this. All right.
Yeah, definitely. Please.
The WWE mobile game meme came about because I declared bankruptcy. Okay, and idiots on the internet wanted to find like a scapegoat or a reason why I shouldn't get bankruptcy. Okay. And so they had this insane, crazy, overblown conspiracy theory that because there was a guy, I guess, that in the
crazy, overblown conspiracy theory. Just a reminder, Philip would admit this is true. He's been playing the game for 7 years.
Thanks for the membership.
Big ups, Jacob.
Game had my name, not my DSP gaming, my Twitter handle. They call me DSP, okay? Because this guy had my Twitter handle that somehow it was me. And so they kept showing on the internet on Kiwi Farms. Of course, people sent me all this information so I would know what's going on with this fucking bullshit. Look, Phil, people are slandering you and saying that you're this guy and you're spending money on the game and this and that. And I basically ignored the living shit out of it, okay? Because any more time that I put into it, any more effort, that's exactly what they wanted. They wanted me to talk about it. They wanted to derail my streams. They basically wanted to send so much slanderous information about me on the internet about this fucking mobile game that I played years ago and stopped playing, okay? That they basically wanted to make it life miserable for me and somehow convince the parties involved with my bankruptcy that this had something to do with it and that they should not grant me bankruptcy, all right? Trust me. It wasn't nice that they did this, and basically with the amount of slander they put on the internet, this was, of course, one of the many, many fucked up things they said about me that I had to basically talk to the professionals about involved in the bankruptcy and disprove all their bullshit, okay? I didn't like having to do that. My bankruptcy should have gone through like this, and instead, it took months and months being drawn out, information on top of information, showing all this stuff. The truth of the matter is, I don't need to prove that to anyone but the people who were involved with the bankruptcy.
That's
I did
true.
that. The bankruptcy was granted, okay? So this meme continues. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I don't know where they're getting this misinformation from. Just because someone had my Twitter handle in the fucking game, somehow that's me. I give up.
Just a real quick, I don't want to do this too much, but as we showed from the Discord, the person that had the same Twitter handle as him, that same very person had a post talking about Sidella. So just want to remind you that's a very, very, very stiff coincidence there. The person had the same username as DSP, the same profile picture, and also knew about Sidella. Man, that's a hell of a coincidence. That's a hell of a coincidence there. But I am not sure. Methbear says, concerned viewers or detractors would botch lore just to fail dunking on Phil, giving him an out. Don't do that. Yeah, that's why I want to play as many clips as I can, and that's what I do. Watch the clips. I don't make anything up. I'm showing you clips.
There's so much insane, over-the-top craziness with the shit that these people make up on a daily basis. I can't imagine the shit that they've done and put on the internet about it. I don't care, all right? So, Coolito, at least thank you for clearing that up. I don't play the fucking WWE mobile game. I don't do any of this shit. I'm so tired of it because I thought, oh, that's a meme that's tied in with the bankruptcy. Maybe it'll finally go away. They're still doing it. It's like, are you out of your fucking minds? I got the bankruptcy, you dumb fucking shits. You're not getting anywhere with this meme that you're continuing on. It's doing absolutely nothing. You're so fucking stupid.
Okay.
I mean, I don't even, again, so the gun show, so you're saying, changing your name in the game. Yeah. I actually wonder, and this is the truth, I wonder if that guy in the game knows me and was using that name on purpose because he wanted to pretend like he was me in the game.
Okay, reminder, for this to for you to follow Philip's logic, that guy had to make his name be They Call Me From DSP, call himself Phil, and again, also know about Sidella, and be a streamer, by the way. He has to be a streamer, okay? All those things have to be true for that to be a person trying to emulate Philip.
But it's weird he didn't use
And also, he has to be a huge whale in the game. Let's not forget that. Yeah.
DSP Gaming? I wonder why he didn't use DSP Gaming.
He used They Call Me DSP because that is also the name he used in all the other mobile games you played. So, yeah, go ahead. Not all of them. Not all of them. I want to be clear on that. Not all of them. There were some that used They Call Me DSP, but not all of them.
I wonder if this guy's like an innocent party, too. You have to wonder. This has been going on for months and people have been harassing me. Right? So now you're saying the guy changed his name in the game? It's fucked up. This whole thing is so fucking stupid, dude. I'm seriously done with it. Like, there's no point in me talking about it anymore because it's over. They used that to try to make me not get bankruptcy. I got it. So what are you doing? How much more time can you waste of your life on this nonsense you fabricated? It's not working. Jesus Christ. Okay. At least now I know what it is. Thank you for telling me, Coolito. All right. Dark Matter tipped me $2. He says, longtime viewer, would you say is your best quality as a husband and a father? I'm not a father. Although, unless you're talking about Jasper, I guess technically I am his dad. I don't know. Patience?
All right, we'll let that go.
Because I used to not have any, and now I have a lot. I guess that would be the answer. W-Day-Day tipped me $1.
My best quality as a husband is patience. If that's your best quality... okay, patience. That's a hell of a best quality to call out for yourself. My best quality as a husband is patience. Okay. Big ups to Extreme, who says, I've never put in so much money in a game where I can't even bring it up at all. Well, get on his level.
I said, do you think Will the Farter has star potential? You mean the guy who used to be on the Howard Stern show? I don't know about that. Lambda Functions tipped me $1.
Okay, there we go. We're moving forward positively here. We are getting very close to something.
$30. He said, been watching you for years, ever since you played BioShock back in the day. Thanks for the years of wins and fails. Sounds good. Thank you very much for the support. I gotta add all these tips up and figure out how much it is. Mikala Sean's mom now tipped me another $5 about the Trader Joe's nonsense. Sorry, I'm not reading it this time. And Trigger tipped me $1.30. So I know you don't have to. Why not show us your phone that it isn't you? It would make them look stupid.
That was Snoot again, by the way. I'm sure.
I've already explained this. This will be the final fucking time I explain this.
Final time.
All right, I'm done with this. After tonight, I'm done with the whole WWE thing.
All right, here we go.
So much time.
Snoot says it's not him, just to be clear, but who knows. Tony T says, the only game I've spent some on is Warframe. Big ups, Tony T.
I'm about to talk about it now instead of playing
Here
Street
we
Fighter.
go.
I've had it with this subject, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, I used to play mobile games, all right?
Okay,
in fact,
yes.
You know what?
Please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I used to play mobile games. I publicly admitted to it multiple times. Over the years, I used to play mobile games. Yes, I used to even spend money on mobile games because I was a fucking idiot, okay?
Gotcha.
I played games like WWE Supercard. I used to play this game way before then that was like Marvel... I can't remember what it was. It was a Marvel card game, okay? I played WWE Immortals. I played the Mortal Kombat mobile game that was out.
Yeah. That's a classic.
I played the Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, who didn't?
Budokai.
Everyone played that.
There's a Dragon Ball Z card game with fighting.
Everyone played that.
I can't remember. Oh, Dokkan Battle.
Yeah, everyone played that one. We all did.
I played Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Definitely.
And yes, I played some of this WWE gem matching game that they're still fucking talking about to this day.
All right, so we're gonna play the song after, of course, but just these are the lyrics right here. They start right now.
Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. And yes, I played some of this WWE gem matching game that they're still fucking talking about to this day. All right. When I basically started dating my now wife, okay, I basically said I want to focus on real life stuff. I want to focus on spending time with this woman. I want to build a family, right? And for me, I actually found that during those years that I heavily played mobile games, that yes, I was wasting money on it, and yes, I was wasting a lot of time on it, okay?
Yes.
Admittedly,
yes,
I will even go out, I've never said this before.
Please.
I will say this publicly here tonight, all right? There were certain times when I was addicted to it. I played it too much. And that WWE Supercard game, I played it too much. There was like events where I was playing it like countless hours to earn a Hulk Hogan card and shit like that. Okay,
shit like
people
that.
still make fun of me to this day for it because I publicly posted about it on my social media feeds like a fucking moron. Like I'm proud that I earned this rare Hulk Hogan card. In reality, nothing in mobile games matters. It's all just personal satisfaction, personal sense of accomplishment or whatever. But it's a money trap. It's a time trap. I learned that over the years of playing all these various mobile games. And so when my now wife Kat moved in with me over 2 years ago, I said, I'm basically not going to be playing these games with any kind of major time investment or money investment anymore. At that point, I couldn't do money investment anyway. I was broke. But basically, I was like, they can't do this anymore. And I made a commitment to her that I was not going to play mobile games a ton anymore. I say, every once in a while, maybe you'll see me pick up the phone and play it or whatever. But that'll be it. Okay? It's going to be a casual thing to kill time. I want to spend time with my family.
All right? That sounds good to me.
And admittedly, I'll even say this. Admittedly, in the past, there may have been issues in my personal life because I played too many mobile games. And I know people will say, oh my God, we got to blow this up and talk about it all over the internet. It's true. I played them too much in the past, all right? I'm admitting that publicly to you all now, all right? That's why when I warn you guys about mobile games and I say, don't fucking go crazy with mobile games. It's a money trap. It's a big addiction. You will have issues in your life if you play mobile games in a major way. You may actually fall into this almost like constant microtransactions. You can't stop yourself. That's from me from years ago. Telling you from my personal experience when I used to play WWE Supercard, how bad it got and how much money and time I wasted on that, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I have not played any major mobile game in over 2 years, okay? Truth, right now, I have not played any mobile game in any major way in over...
This would turn out to be not the truth.
For 2 years, including this fucking WWE game that these idiots keep bringing up. The stupid shit because someone has my Twitter handle in the game is not fucking me. It might have been a fan of mine or it might have been, who knows, right? But for me to pick up my phone right now and waste time downloading the game and showing you, oh, here's my login and everything. Number one.
You don't have to show the login, actually. You could just show a few letters from your username.
That's giving them exactly what they want. That's giving them the time and attention that they crave. I refuse to do that. Number two, that's giving you personal information. I will show, if I even show you a thing on my phone, they'll find something on there to fuck me over. They'll say what phone service I have, some information on the dashboard of my phone. They'll find a way to fuck me because they've done it. They found stuff on my desktop, on my computer when I'm streaming. They fuck with.
You don't have to show that whole thing, actually.
They find a document sitting on my top of my fucking table downstairs, and they fucking call my electric company and turn off my electricity. Okay, they'll do
insanely different situation, but go ahead.
They'll do something fucked up. In addition,
Okay, yeah.
I'll tell you this. The login that I used for this fucking Champions game is a login that I've used for other things all across the internet over the years. They will use that login to backwards search the internet and find shit and fuck me over.
So you're saying you use the same password for that account? Well, that's just your own stupidity there.
All kinds of shit. They've already gotten old passwords and shit. That's how insanely obsessed these fucking people are. They find one piece of information and they do things you would never fathom, and then they fuck with my life. They've done this time and time and time again over the years. I'm not going to put myself into harm's way for something that is so ridiculously untrue. I'm just so tired of these idiots bringing the same nonsense up over and over again. It's like, how many times can you beat the dead fucking horse?
Let's check on that. How many times can you do that? Okay, it's time. Let's go.
And I made a commitment to her that I was not going to
time.
play mobile games a ton anymore.
WPIG 1651. Let's do a quick song here.
But that'll be it.
When I basically started dating my now wife.
Okay.
I basically said I want to focus on real life stuff. I don't want to focus on spending time with this woman. I want to build a family. There were certain times when I was addicted to it. I played it too much. Kill time, I always spend time with my family. Yes, I make commitments to her. Don't lose this still play with my family. Still play WWE Champions. Yes, I make commitments to her.
Look at that pull. Solo time, boys. We don't play this fucking game. Haven't played it for years. Don't you ever forget it. Insanely negative memes. Not true. Give them one piece of information. They backwards engineer it to find out the truth. I haven't played that game in years. WWE, whatever the fuck it is. Hack the planet. Yeah, let's fucking go.
Remember, I am choosing sweating and take risks over my wife instead of taking her to Japan. I'm pulling for Hogan, my man, instead of saving for her retirement. I'm pulling for the win the next event. I choose a mole game over my family. I choose a mole game over my family. I choose a mole game over my family.
Let's fucking go. Come on. Not even done the stream yet. Craig's gonna ask something real quick though.
Do
Come on, Craig.
you currently still play WWE Champions?
Yes.
Ah. Okay. Well then. This is all a lie though, so I mean this is all a lie, so anyways, back to it.
Is nothing you're doing in regards to the mobile game can hurt me because I got my bankruptcy. You lied for 4 fucking months. Yeah, you annoyed the shit out of a lot of people, including myself and other parties. It's over. It's over. You're wasting your fucking time. I wonder if they're harassing this fucking guy. Again, I don't know if this guy was a troll of mine, or who was trying to impersonate me, or maybe he was a fan of mine. Maybe he's just someone with dumb, bad fucking luck to have this.
That would be some bad luck. That would be some serious bad luck. Same username. He's a whale. He knows who Sidella is. He streams. And also his name is Phil. Whew. That's some bad luck. Holy shit.
The same name as my Twitter handle. But if they're still bothering this guy like 5 months later, holy fucking shit, dude. Get a fucking life. Look in the mirror, realize you're a fucking loser. Oh my God. I seriously can't believe it. That this is still going on. This is still fucking going on. Oh my God. All right. IQ Phil Chaser. Why would it matter if you play a mobile game anyway? I don't know. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
What they
Here we
were
go.
trying to say again, because people turned me on to this on Kiwi Farms during the whole bankruptcy thing. They were trying to say that like I was very frivolously spending money on mobile games all this time over the years, and because of that, I should get a bankruptcy or something. And basically, you know, I had to prove to the parties who were responsible for that kind of stuff that wasn't true, which I did. So it's just so dumb and such a waste of everyone's fucking time. You know what I mean? But they want to keep beating the dead horse. They can't. You know what it is? All right. The truth of the matter is, they're so angry at me because right now I'm successful. Right now, people are coming to my streams. They're tipping me. They're enjoying the content. Even the trolls. Some trolls are coming out and supporting because they still want to see this ridiculous vest streak going.
I don't think that's true. Maybe Snoot is, but that's it.
I know this fucking vest looks stupid. I don't care. If people like it, they like it. And if people are going to be supportive, people are going to be supportive for it. You know what I'm saying?
My sister's not being abused.
I just don't understand. I really don't understand why they continue going on with it. Besides the fact that they're so butthurt that I'm successful now on streams, they have to keep stabbing, keep prying, keep twisting. Anything they could possibly do because they failed. They tried to ruin my life. They failed. So now they got to grasp at straws here and fucking there.
Definitely.
You know? All right, let's see here.
Okay,
Alone likes $2, so thank you for providing a great stream. I sent another email fixing that stretch problem. All right, I'll take it.
All right, so that was a legendary one, obviously. Big ups, Copeside Phil. Did you see what June said about Phil on X? And yes, I did, to the effect of, we'll play it today on that being said, but it was something like, he's always on the same trajectory, I think. So that's interesting. That trajectory is not up, let's say. So that, again, is a little bit of more positive feeling towards the documentary. I mean, it's not even a positive feeling towards the documentary. How is it going to be positive, guys? How is it going to be positive? It can't, you know? So it's the same. Meth Bear says, Leanna's nudes on your desktop was your fault, Phil. Yeah, I mean, if you show... No, he won't. No, he won't. It covers until January of 2024. So no Kino will be on the documentary. Yeah, Leanna's nudes on his desktop was Philip's fault. Philip... not knowingly, but on accident showed him. That's not anyone's fault.
Burger King.
Big Stinky 669 says, the way this ends is DSP developing dementia and can't even remember playing WP Champions. Therefore, it never happened. He did nothing wrong. Well, that's one way it could end. Tuna Sandwich says, prediction, Down from the Rafters joins DSP's faction. Oh, yeah, that would be funny. Oh, I heard, by the way, that Triple P was in DSP's chat saying they should contact Down from the Rafters, and that is that is good. That is masterful. I don't know if it's really Triple P, by the way. It's probably a LARPer, but that's funny. Contact Down from the Rafters. Let's talk to this guy. I want to get to know him. Aid Robertson says, the WPIG, now that DSP is openly playing W Champions, will the divorce coin be back in demand? I know. Honestly, it won't. Because if the WP Champions was ever a problem, it would have been a problem by now already, right? You know what I mean? So, you know. It's not. That's not a reason to go, you know? You still got a roof over our head. We can play Skyrim whenever we want. It's fine. As long as we got that, we're good.
You'll look at that later. Thank you, Alone Line.
Okay, let's moving on here. We got about 30 minutes left on this stream here before we got to get going here. But as you can see, this has been very robust so far. Hope you're enjoying yourselves.
For me, when I was playing mobile games, I always played something that tied into pop culture that I liked, whether it was Dragon Ball Z.
Hold on, what?
All right. Has a place, absolutely. Mobile gaming is gaming that anyone can jump in with zero skill level and can get into at a fun level. For me, when I was playing mobile games, I always played something that tied into pop culture that I liked, whether it was Dragon Ball Z or WWE or there was a Fox cartoons like it was like Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, King of the Hill, and American Dad game. It was like a collectible card game where you would fight each other. Or Final Fantasy. There was a Final Fantasy game. What the fuck was it called? Was it Brave Exvius, I think? There were all these mobile games. They were always tying into something pop culture that I liked. In reality, almost all these games have a similar formula. There's a ton of fucking microtransactions you must do in order to do random ass pulls in the game, right? Loot boxes or whatever you want to call them, to try to get stuff in the game. And they're all traps. They're all ways that they trap you into spending ridiculous amounts of money. So if you play a mobile game, great, but understand that this is a trap and that they will, trick you into basically gambling. And if you get addicted, that you're going to end up,
don't want to play
blowing a ridiculous amount of money that you don't want to.
I don't want to play
these games. One of the ones I used to play was WWE Supercard. And admittedly, for a couple months, I was playing the shit out of it and sinking money into it until finally I kind of slapped myself out of it. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this is so stupid. I'm spending all this money grinding to try to get cards in this stupid game. And even after that, admittedly, there were other games like Dokkan Battle and stuff with Dragon Ball that I was playing, and then I finally had to cut all that shit off. I was like, this is ridiculous. Why the fuck am I dropping and spending all this money on these ridiculous games and all this time? They're a big sink, a black hole, really. When you really think about it, you sink stuff into it, and what do you really get out of it? It's virtual, right? You buy a $60 console game, you get a $60 console experience, a start finish.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Mobile games don't have start and finish on purpose to hook you, so you give them a consistent revenue stream, and that's what you have to be really careful about with mobile games.
Okay, thanks for the warning, though. I want to watch out for that myself. I don't want to do that.
My sister's
let's continue.
GBRC says Phil slipped up and said credit cards while streaming WWE Champions. Oh, said credit cards while streaming WWE Champions. We all know he is using now high APR cards. Yeah, he did say that. He did say credit cards. He said I can't go to that screen because it has all my bank cards. That yeah, that was very telling.
Cloners from Menno and Corneo's goons are on the trail of Avalanche, and we're seen scoping out Aerith's house. Hurry there, as Wedge and Marley might be in danger. Okay. Joe Taco 13 Judy says, who are the placeholders?
Good question.
Don't know what the hell that means, but thanks for the cheer. The placeholders. No idea.
So the placeholders were the faction he joined, I believe. I want to be clear. I don't want to say any misinformation here. But I believe that was the faction or guild he joined was called. You can see that in Secret Limited's video. Again, all full future research will be down below with all the future information on this topic, because obviously there's just so much content about this topic and, extreme evidence of it. So you can see, notice that the reaction here. And I want you to remember this reaction, because we're going to get another similar reaction in the future here. So I want you to keep this in mind how he's doing this, okay?
But thanks for the cheer. The placeholders. No idea. Who are the placeholders? You mean in regards to this game? I don't know. Why do I guess it's another fucking meme of some sort that I just don't understand, right? All right, let's head to the south to head back.
You mean in regards to this game? Huh? What's that? In regards to this game, huh? Because Big Dog, who says, is Kino going to first take responsibility for the Phil monster they created? And second, will it be there to pick up the pieces of Phil after the fall? No, it's not there. I mean, they're not there to take responsibility because it's good, right? That they wanted this to happen. Because this is new. Look at this new world that's created because of this current arc, right? And this new world is going to result in collabs with a lot more people. And it's never going to stop. It's going to stop, excuse me. But the trail of content is never going to stop. Even after it's over, we're going to have stuff to digest after that, right? So it's going to be worth it when we have, trust me, all these collabs are going to be good. That's why I keep push for that to it, because all the collabs is going to be gold. It's going to be gold. Just trust the process.
Back into town and go to the arena before we head north, where there's a bunch of missions, apparently.
And I'm not saying there's a rug pull. I'm saying Philip will fuck this up. Right? Because, as Meerkat once said, The W, when Philip takes the biggest L's when he thinks he has a W. And that's where we're at right now. So just wait. I'm not saying there's going to be a rug pull. I'm saying Philip will end this himself.
All right.
Next up, that was the placeholders. Next up.
United States. That was the first RPG I ever bought for myself and owned.
Uh-huh.
Nice. So there's your answer. Stardust Dragon cheered, and now he's revealing that he is none other than a complete limp dick loser, and he's banned from the chat. So congratulations, you stupid limp dick loser.
What was he limp?
How the hell do you say that?
It's Snoot tip again? I must have missed it. Hang on a second. Snoot must have tipped. My bad.
You stupid limp dick loser. How the hell do you say that? Oh, it doesn't matter because here we go. Oh no, actually, this is actually a legit question.
Okay,
I apologize. Cool. I have to apologize because this person said WWE Supercard, and it's not actually the detractor meme of that other fucking WWE game that everyone is accusing me of playing, and I don't. So I actually misread and almost banned the guy because I was pissed. I was like, it's another detractor meme. And I read the statement the whole way. I'm like, wait a minute, that's actually not a detractor statement. It's a legit question.
Okay, here we go.
So he says,
please.
I thought you played that collectible card game WWE Supercard. Weren't you like really good at that?
Yeah.
First of all, you can't be really good at that because it's just it was a mobile game that was literally like pay to win. It was invest an insane amount of money to do an insane amount of pulls. Oh shit! Actually, going down here, there's more nether that I can get. More nether quartz.
Man, that amount that amount we were spending has now went to an insane amount of money. When it used to be, I spent a little bit of money on. Now it's an insane amount of money. And remember, we're still playing WP Champions at this point.
But yeah, insane amount of money to an insane amount of pulls to try to get the cards you need, or pay an insane amount of money to endlessly play an event, excuse me, that usually would be about 24 hours long, where you would have to play endlessly to qualify to get the card that you want. But the problem was you had to pay to keep playing because the game had a charge down where you could only keep playing if you had energy or something like a stamina energy, and it would run out. And when it ran out, you had to pay to keep fucking playing. So it was like, no matter what, either you got to pay to buy cards or you got to pay to do the events to get cards.
Charge down.
There was no way to really do it free to play and get anything good.
Okay.
It was pretty bad in that regard. So, you know, was I really good at it? No, I wasn't really good at it. You know, at one point I was playing a lot of it, but when I eventually realized for the amount of money and time you had to invest in it to do anything good, I didn't care about it anymore and I dropped it. But you know, like many people, I gave it a shot. I wanted to see what it was because I never really played mobile games before. And after a while, I said, "There's no way I'm wasting time and money on this anymore." So that was the end.
So on this stream, we've showed you where he did go back to that game a second time. And like Frog Machine said, the second season he played more than the first season. And again, this is all public. He just showed it on Twitter, right? So that story is, as the years go, that supercard kind of thing. The spending was insane, but I just did it for a little bit. But yeah, he did actually go back to it from his own admission in an earlier video we showed today.
All right, thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that.
Black Ops 86 collabs with Big Boss Man. There we go.
Into that. Oh shit! Did you hear that? There's an enemy nearby. It's one of those pigmen, but I think we're all right. Okay. So anyway, I did used to play WWE Supercard many years ago, but I haven't played it in a ridiculously long time, and I would not go back to it. It sucks.
You've already went back twice, though.
Man, it's Flamebeard Chitty. So speaking of WWE, do you see that in light of WWE 2K21 being canceled, there's a new one called Battlegrounds? Yes, I talked about it on today's pre-stream, and I said, is it cool that they're doing something different and it looks interesting? Yes. At the same time, is that the game that people who wanted another WWE game are really looking for? Probably not. In fact, I would say, I would go as far to say that probably a lot of people are disappointed.
But this is your opinion.
Why am I moving so slow? What is going on? Why was I moving so slow? Oh, do you move slow when you walk on soul sand? I did not know that. Yeah. Look at it. You walk really slow on soul sand.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
So there you go.
Guy found out soul sand.
Anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Is it nice that they're making a new WWE game? Yes, because people are now going to be like, oh man, there's no WWE game this year or whatever. That stinks. So it's good that they're at least doing something. But are people really looking for a cartoonish, over-the-top game like that when they did not get a good game in WWE 2K20? Of course, people who are buying WWE 2K20 are basically not going to be the core audience for this upcoming game. In fact, they're going to be very pissed off that the dev team is actually using that stuff. Using the dev team's resources to make a game that's not what they wanted when the last game sucked.
Like, why don't you just say this is your opinion? Remember, this started with, I think a lot of people are thinking this, and then he talks for 5 minutes. That's a hell of an opinion a lot of people have. Just say what's what you think. It's so weird. Just say that's your opinion. Holy fuck. Yeah, a lot of people are saying this. It's fucking an hour long. God damn it. Oh, let's keep going.
So, I don't know. I think this one might come back to bite him in the butt. But there may also be an audience for the game that's just not the people who play WWE 2K games. And I guess that's okay. I have no idea. Why are these big men spinning? They're like dancing. I don't know what's going on.
Let's move on positively. Next up.
Probably not. Twitch is chess, believe it or not.
Okay.
Would you consider streaming it for a laugh? Probably not. And Old Horizons tipped me $1.30. Said, what was your departure from Road Warriors Amicable? What does that mean? Road Warriors. Someone mentioned this the other night too. They said, I remember now. Someone said Road Warriors.
Road Warriors was a faction that kicked him out. I don't think that's in these pictures though, is it? Let me see. I don't think that's, let me see. This is the pictures of the faction shit. When he got kicked out, I don't think you can see the faction name. Let's see, what's this say? Brock Lesnar.
Huh?
That's Brock Lesnar. But yeah, anyways, what they're talking about here is another faction Philip was in and then kicked out.
Gotta be another stupid fucking meme I don't understand. It's gotta be something stupid. So I'm just gonna ignore it and say thanks for the tip. It's fucking dumb. Alright.
Okay, the secret limited video did a segment on that? Okay.
Here, I hope so.
Yeah, we don't know what that is either.
This fucking sucks. It really does. Michino Warrior to the $1.30 and asking would I ever stream mobile games. Number one, I don't have the capability to stream mobile games. I have nothing to capture from my phone. Okay. Number two, I don't play mobile games actively. My wife actually does. My wife plays, well, she did play Elder Scrolls Blades for a while, but she quit it because she ended up getting Skyrim on the Switch. But she was, at one point she was playing this game that's like a game with like wardrobe and dressing up and stuff. I don't know if she still plays that one or not. And what else was she playing? Oh, I'm so stupid. She plays the Animal Crossing mobile game, but she also plays the Animal Crossing game on Switch. She plays both. She really likes the Animal Crossing stuff. So that's what she's been playing on hers. But I don't play mobile games, so I did play Hearthstone, and I did actually stream it for a few sessions, and people thought that it was like all right.
What about any other games you played in your past?
But after a while, Hearthstone literally became, you need a giant roster of all the best decks and cards. It's luck of the draw if you pull the cards in the right order. It's like not
that's a card game, actually.
To me, I hated it. So, Seafood and Butter Cheer. How do you rank Street Fighter 2 on SNES? Street Fighter 2 on SNES is fun, but not arcade accurate at all. The hitboxes are completely different. The sprites, everything's different. It's still quite a fun game. Don't get me wrong, but the SNES is not good enough to be able to do arcade perfect Street Fighter.
Okay.
Nothing much I could do about that. That was a tough matchup.
Tough matchup.
Let's see here. Call me Brazy to be $1.30. What's up, Phil? What does the gun show mean? I don't.
Call me Brazy. That's a good username.
Let's see here. Call me Brazy to be $1.30. What's up, Phil? What does the gun show mean? I don't know. What are you talking about? What does the gun show mean?
We've played 2 clips of him talking about the gun show, and he knew it was a meme, but now we don't know what it is.
In reference to me, I have no idea. A gun show is a place where they publicly sell guns. A lot of people in the United States have an issue with that. because they feel that those could be like
Come on, man. We've talked about it twice. You've called it the detractor meme twice on this very stream. We've called it the detractor meme. Now we're explaining what gun shows are.
they could be they could bypass the background check laws that are in effect to make sure that the wrong people don't get guns. And right now, a lot of people think that gun shows in the United States are very, very, not unlawful, but basically like a way for criminals and people who have checkered past to get around that kind of stuff. So they have a lot of issues with that. There's basically a big controversial thing in politics right now about gun shows in the United States. But outside of that, I don't know what you're talking about. Zixtal took me 25...
Interesting that you didn't exactly know what the gun show was when earlier this very same year you knew it was a detractor meme. But all right, cool,
dollars.
cool.
It says, "What's up, Phil? Have you ever tried to not select Alpha 3 for playable games? That game is so boring to watch."
Don't care.
Tomato. Oh my God, what happened here? There we go. Tomato Angus tipped me $1 and says, "To keep things consistent, will you be changing your Twitter name to the Gun Show 84?" Yes, in fact, everything in my life, I'm going to change it. I'm no longer going to be DSP or DSP Gaming. I'm just going to change my name to the Gun Show 84. And, you know, everything. My streams, the Gun Show. Welcome to the Gun Show.
Tomato Angus is a very famous speedrunner. I wonder if that is him. I mean, very famous. I mean, he's a big speedrunner. He's like a lot of followers on Twitter, 400,000 followers on Twitter. He makes those kind of like history style videos right here. That's him. I recognize the name, but let me hear this again from Tomato Angus. That was his name he had to use at GDQ because they didn't want anus on the main stream. On the main stream, they had to change it to Angus.
DSP or DSP.
That's some deep speedrunning lore for you there.
Gaming. I'm just going to change my name to the Gun Show 84. No longer going to be Show 84. Angus tipped me. Tomato. Oh my God, what happened here? There we go. Tomato Angus tipped me $1 and says, "To keep things consistent, will you be changing your Twitter name to the Gun Show 84?" Yes, in fact, everything in my life, I'm going to change it. I'm no longer going to be DSP or DSP Gaming. I'm just going to change my name to the Gun Show 84.
No, I'm not Carl Jobst, but I have done an interview with Carl Jobst and done commentary with Carl Jobst.
And, you know, everything. My streams, the Gun Show. Welcome to the Gun Show. Every time I open a video now and I start recording, I'm going to say, "Welcome to the Gun Show." Yeah. You know what? Maybe if I do this...
That's not a flex, by the way.
Possibly people will stop taking down shit off my Twitter, which I forgot to mention, guys. In the past day, I did have more completely bullshit, illegal DMCA takedowns against my Twitter account.
Okay.
So FYI, I strongly recommend you follow my alternate Twitter account because chances are it might continue. And if it continues, my Twitter may be taken down.
Okay.
All right. So my
don't care. Now we're getting these little people are just making these little kind of digs at him, and I think this is going to be the same kind of thing. We heard the gun show, we heard the placeholders. I think we're going to get one more right here.
Captain Charisma took me $1.30. Said the only thing I liked about No Man's Sky was VR update, and even then it's not worth $60, maybe $20, not 60. Yeah, it's a pretty repetitive, boring game, even with all the stuff they added. Remember, over a year later, they claimed, "Oh, the giant update that makes the game better." And I went back and played it. I was like, it's the same fucking game. It's so boring.
Okay, go ahead.
Mobile Game Addict tipped $1. Said, "I'm addicted to microtransactions. Any tips on how to stop?" Yeah, you know. Basically try to disassociate yourself from that. So, for example, I was playing mobile games a lot at one point. I talked about this the other day on stream. I don't want to go too much into detail about it again. But... you know, I was playing at one point, 2-3 games, and they're all money sinks. They're all time sinks, okay? Find other stuff to occupy you that you're going to enjoy just as much, if not more. You know, it could become an addiction. That, this is part of my daily routine to play this game, play that game, play this game.
Okay.
You got to find something else to fill that time. And for me, luckily for me, it was Cat kind of moving in that got me totally not playing mobile games anymore. Like, it was like, okay, I don't need to now have 5 games that I play and I juggle every day or whatever. You got to find something.
Oh my God, that just rolled right off the tongue, didn't it? 5 games that I'm juggling all the time? God, 5 games I'm juggling all the time?
To replace it, because sadly these mobile games can literally become part of your daily routine, and now you feel almost like, oh, I'm not doing it. I don't feel right. I feel out of sorts not doing it, right?
Oh my God. This is addiction. Oh my God. I don't feel right if you don't do it. That's not the definition of addiction. That just is addiction. I mean, that's what it is. If you don't do it, I don't feel right. Oh God, that's withdrawals. Yeah. All right, I found my retro react for today's That Being Said. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I'm not doing it. I don't feel right. I feel out of sorts not doing it, right? So, careful. Also, I can tell you, like, for example, when I played
No, please.
Dokkan Battle, which is the Dragon Ball Z game, and when I played Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, those were games that basically you get that mentality, like, I gotta get them all, gotta catch them all, almost like Pokemon.
There's one game you left off there. That game always gets left off these lists. I wonder why. It's so weird. We always are quick to say Dokkan Battle. We're so quick to say Brave Exvius. But there's one game we just don't say. It's really weird. Hogan's pissed.
Collectathon. You want every character. You want every new ability, every card. And so you're like, it's just a few more bucks. See if I get it. Just a few more bucks. Not good. That is the addictive mentality that will get you into a lot of trouble. Okay?
Got it. I will keep that in mind. Absolutely. I will remember that one. So the message I'm taking with me is don't juggle 5 games. Don't juggle 5 mobile games at a time. I'm on it. All right, next up.
Day. That's not a word. I've gone down from the rafters. Gameplay. I consider this another olive flounder. No big deal.
Here we go.
A silly one took me $1 says, great gameplay. I consider this the newest day. Newest day. It's like one newest day. That's not a word. I've gone down from the rafters. Okay. I consider this the newest day and I've gone down from the rafters.
Yes. Agreed.
What? Okay. Thanks for the $1 tip. I have no fucking clue what you just said.
Right. Right. I like the eyes when he says the eye change when he hits. Okay, let me try to blow it up here. Let me try to blow this one. Hang on. Let me blow this joint. When he hits, it's worth it, I promise. When he hits the down from the rafters part, the eye change is very funny. So here we go. We're locked in. We're locked in. So what's the change of eyes when we get to the down from the rafters part? Here we go.
Deal. A silly one took me $1 says, great gameplay. I consider this the newest day. Newest day. It's like one newest day. That's not a word.
Like newest day there is no part of newest day that is hard to pronounce. Okay? First graders can read newest day, but all of a sudden, that's hard to say, right? So it's not like it was something weird. It was newest day. That's a kind of an easy word to pronounce. You know what I mean? And that is another faction. Yeah, that's another faction. So let's go. Very easy to say. Here we go.
Newest day. Newest day. It's like one newest day. That's not a word. I've gone down from the rafters. Okay.
Oh, yeah, you have gone down from those rafters. Oh, God. Get the fuck back! He's waking up! Commander Keen says, now we know that okay is a tell for when he's lying. Absolutely. Okay.
Okay. I consider this the newest day and I've gone down from the rafters. What? Okay. Thanks for the $1 tip. I have no fucking clue what you just said.
Do ya though? Don't ya though? Because you were very happy to read that $1 tip until you got from the down from the rafters part. Then things kind of slowed down. You know what I'm saying? When he got to that, it started with the newest day, and then it kind of slowed down to a trickle. You know what I mean? All right, let's go. Next up.
You made it again. Milk and Honey Cheer said, you remember the back of the day when Sting came down from the rafters to fight the NWO? That was great. I mean, yeah, that was one of the more big things that happened in WCW back in the day. Basically when NWO was like... sandwich.
Zycops86 says, try heroin. It's easier to get off than mobile games. Oh, okay. That's a strategy.
Dominating WCW wrestling, and then Sting was like the face of WCW where he came down to combat them. He was always like ominously hanging out up in the high ends of the arenas and stadiums, pointing down with his baseball bat. I remember that. You know, I didn't see
Where did he come down from?
any of it live, but I always heard about it from my friends because my friends in high school were heavily into wrestling. They would talk about all pro wrestling and everything. And then when I got WWE Network, I started going back and watching some of the older stuff. So that's how I kind of educated myself on the older WCW stuff, because I never saw WCW before.
Morons are going to draw the cops down here. Can you get rid of them for me?
Nailed it. Morrowind time.
Insane. Okay. Happy Gwildor.
Okay.
Give me $1. And so looking forward to Festival the 3rd. Vest Fest with a Vengeance. Hopefully it will have some new stuff. I found last night's event uninteresting. Maybe someone to come down from the raft. Oh, here we go again.
Yeah!
Down from the rafters was some meme.
Got him.
That has to do with stupid mobile games, I guess.
Ah, shoot.
Some idiot. I recognized that from like 2 weeks ago or something.
Shoot.
So, let me go ahead and stop this idiot from fucking bothering us for the rest of the day. Just
Yeah.
another dunce.
Another dunce.
Moron. Okay. Good.
Idiot.
Now fuck
Mouth
off.
cooler.
I don't have to hear from you anymore, stupid.
Fuck off.
Okay. Spoon in a bowl took me $1 and says, was the Connecticut governor any better from
I don't care. Spoon in a bowl.
There was. There it is. Carvana. Okay.
Shout out to Carvana.
Anonymous gifter gives something down from the rafters. Congratulations. Thank you to the anonymous sub-gifter.
Big ups down from the rafters. Got a membership.
Let's see here. Elon just curious, the California Reaper is a new detractor meme. Kiwi said it's your new name on that mobile game you don't play. California Reaper? Here we go again. Well, is it true, guys? Is California Reaper now the new fucking name that they're saying I'm playing this stupid fucking game?
Not really, no. No, not really.
No, why'd you bring that? I get so upset. All right. I don't know why. It's just because they keep bringing it up. That's what it is now. They know it gets to me when they bring that shit up.
What's your name now?
They know it gets to me. So
what's your name?
So they keep bringing it up to piss me off because I know I keep saying a million times it's not true. They keep bringing it up. They know I can't prove anything because I was told legally I was advised not to fucking talk about it or show anything because it could hurt me more than anything else.
Okay, well, looks like I have a second Retro React clip to show. I was told legally to not talk about it.
Thanks for the membership.
Meet 24-Hour Fitness got the Hogan membership. Big ups. That's the rarest. You're gonna have good luck today.
So, anyway, wow. This guy's a complete idiot.
No, please, yeah, go ahead.
I'm not going to read anything that guy just said. What an idiot.
Shoot.
Master Shake to the $1.30 says, I was watching Maximilian the other day. You quoted, look at my skeletons, bitch. Isn't that a saying you came up with? That was a saying for one of my streams. It was a troll, well, a guy who was trolling me.
Hey, the Cerulean.
And he was picking Quan Chi, and he was playing in a laggy-ass connection, and he kept doing the skeleton move or whatever, and I couldn't get away from it. So he said that. He's like, look at my skeletons, bitch. It was a meme, a Quan Chi meme at one point.
Ah. Quan Chi meme. Pickups to the Quan Chi meme.
All right. So, that being said,
hey.
I thought it was over when the bankruptcy was granted a couple months ago. I thought, this is all over with now. Thank God. I could stop hearing about this fucking stupidity and nonsense on my streams. We can just focus on the games again. I'm sure they'll come up with a new conspiracy theory soon enough. They always do. So I was used to it. You know, I played this ball game before, but I was like, whatever the next thing will be, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
But apparently not. Apparently they really like this one. All right? And every once in a while they bring it back. In reality, recently it hasn't been at all. Like, I barely heard anything about it recently on the streams. I think every once in a while you get someone who comes in with a name that was supposedly one of the names of a group that the person who I'm supposed to be joined in the game or something. I don't know because I'm not involved in it. I only know because you guys tell me. It's funny because after the fact of someone like talking to me for like a half an hour, someone will say, "Oh, you realize that's a troll name, right?" I'm like, "No, I don't even know what you're talking about." You know, I don't get it because I'm not involved in any of this crap. So, anyway, it's not that it gets me or it's bothering me. It's that it continues, even though I don't play the game. Like I don't. I don't play the mobile game they say that I'm playing, and I also am not involved with the whole drama of the stuff that they accuse me of. I don't know anything about it, and they just keep bringing.
The last clip, by the way, he did say they know it gets to me, and this clip we're saying it doesn't get to me. So pick your poison on that one, I guess.
Oh, like they will not let it go.
Okay.
They're just incessant. They're like hounds.
Yeah.
Right? They hunt it down. They won't let it go. Like, guys, do you not understand that I don't care about this stupid shit? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I never cared about it. You made it up to begin with. And I'm supposed to, for some reason, like, give a shit about the fact that you bring it up over and over and over, you know?
Well, you just said it really gets to you, though, so...
So it's not the fact that, oh, does it really bother you? No, actually it doesn't, because I don't even understand what the hell...
I guess he really wants me to play it, I guess. Let me time. This might be the last thing we could do because of the time. But 2026. Let's play. Let's put it back to back. I think it's worth it. It was the Animal Crossing, right? Yeah, Animal Crossing. Does it get? It doesn't get to me. It kind of seems like it does, actually. It's really strange, but let's see. It's this one, I think.
Now, an Old Horizons sent me $1.30. So what was your departure from
Not that one.
Warriors Amicable? What does that mean? Road Warriors.
Wrong one. Hold on, I'll get it. It's worth it. It'll be worth the payoff. Trust me. Trust me on this. Now it's probably not if I keep going. Where is it? It's not Minecraft. What are we in, July? July 14th. No. There it is. Got it. I'm a legend. Here we go. I got it. I'm a legend. Let's go.
Another olive flounder. No big deal. A silly one took me $1 says, great gameplay. I consider this the newest day.
Oh, that's the wrong one too. Fuck. Felted. Damn it. All right, well, I give up.
Hell's going on with it? Or, you know, I never get the references until someone tells me after the fact. Then I understand the reference because someone tells me later what it was.
Right.
Okay, but I just think it's so stupid that they won't let it go. Of course, because you brought it up on this pre-stream, it'll renew the interest in it again. Oh,
better keep talking about it though, huh?
See? So it must be true and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't bring it up. All I did is I addressed a question that someone asked in the chat, but somehow this, to the crazy people, this will be the incriminating evidence. It's just nuts. It's insanity, dude.
Nuts.
It really
Insanity.
is. Like, it's complete insanity. The things these people say and do.
Insanity.
In regards to this crap.
Which Philip would, in 4 years, say is the truth.
It's out of control, and I don't want to be a part of it. And that's the thing. I'm trying to put on an entertaining stream, but instead we got to be bothered with this stupid shit. You know what I mean? We got to be bothered with this stupid shit.
Stop the madness, huh?
I just don't know anymore. You know, again, I try not to bother with it. I try not to let it bog me down, and I only bring it up now. I told you guys, what was it, about a month ago? On a stream, people were like, Phil has a big breakdown. No, it wasn't a breakdown. I'm just tired of it. So I said, I'm not going to talk about it. If someone specifically asks me about it, all right, and is genuinely interested in what the hell is it, then I guess I'll bring it up and we'll talk about it a little bit. But I'm not even going to bother wasting my time addressing it anymore because I've addressed it a million times. And every time I do, it doesn't seem to help anything. The conspiracy nuts still believe what they want to believe, you know, and it seems like they will no matter what.
Conspiracy nuts?
Anyway, so what's the point? You know? There's really no point to fucking bothering talking about it anymore. That's kind of my attitude at this point. I'm so turned off to even discussing the subject because it's like, what the fuck's the point of anything? No matter what I say, okay, no matter what I say and do, the goalpost gets moved. So it doesn't matter what happens and what I say on my streams to these people who are constantly attacking me and saying dumb shit. To them, it's never enough anyway. So there's no point in me even wasting my time anymore. That's my act.
In this case, the goalposts were exactly where they needed to be. Just want to point that out. Goalposts were in exactly the right spot, and Philip would, 4 years later, kick the ball through those goalposts.
Attitude. Like, I don't care. Say what you want to say. Make up the shit you want to make up.
Okay.
I can't stop you. You know, I'm not going to follow every word that's said. Every stupid fucking thing that's said is so dumb anyway. Mm-hmm. So, more power to you, I guess. I don't give a fuck. Okay? I just don't give a fuck.
It seems like that.
All right. Anyway, I screwed that up because that was $1.01 tip, not $1 tip. Excuse me.
All right, on that note, 2 o'clock has rung. I got to call it. I think we're going to start, that being said, half an hour early. So that will be after that. I will play songs, though, on the other side of this, so stay tuned for that. On the other side of this, I will get songs for you, but you're all legends, all right? Don't fucking forget it. Next Friday, we'll finish the series. I think we learned a lot. We got a lot to talk about on that being said, all right? So on the other side of this, the tunes will be rocking and rolling. Thanks for chilling, everybody. See you in a minute. Bye.